Good afternoon from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill. I'm Joe Honk. In fact, you're going to be able to hear Coach Vrabel coming up here in about 30 minutes as he is about to meet with the media. Now, as far as the NFL is concerned and around the league, the Steelers have made the announcement that they have fired offensive coordinator Matt Canada. Now, they have not said who is going to officially be the new OC, but many believe that is going to be running back coach Eddie Faulkner, and quarterback coach Mike Sullivan is going to be the one doing the play calling duties. And the Colts made a little bit of news a little while ago as they released three-time All-Pro linebacker Shaq Leonard, who is currently fourth on the team in tackles. But before you get excited, thinking the Titans may pick him up on waivers, he is still owed $6.1 million for the remainder of the season and $6.5 next year. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. I say that because I always say that, and that's how.
Even though it's not.
That's how I choose to live my life. You could be with me or not. Dawn sometimes is not.
Like today, it's
right.
Not a beautiful day, but
right.
Whatever.
We're gonna skip intros.
If the sun ain't shining, you can't tell me it's sunny out.
Did your feet hit the ground this morning?
Yes.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. We've got a lot going on. So Mike Vrabel's press conference today is at 3:30. We're going to carry that live. So this isn't important to you, but it is to us. We're going to alter our breaks. So these first two segments are going to be a little disjointed. And so we'll have to break away from what we normally do. But I do want to tell you that 3HL is live today at Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill for our Titans football feast. Stop by for your chance to win Titans gear and Titans Colts tickets thanks to Miller Lite and Buffalo Wild Wings. Plus, they have 54-ounce pitchers of Miller Lite for $10. Did y'all know that? That are sitting in here drinking Miller Lite? Yeah, 54-ounce pitchers for $10. And if you're here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill at 4:45, you will get a free Miller Lite, and you will experience the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast, which is always fun. Next Thursday, we will broadcast live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Clarksville. All right, let's do this. Jim Wyatt is on the phone right now, so let's go to him, talk some Titans football from Titans.com, at J Wyatt Sports on Twitter or X or whatever. Give him a follow. Jimmy, what's up?
Not too much. I'm siding with Brent on this. It's always a beautiful day in my hometown of Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you, Jim Wyatt.
Good job, Jim. I'll ask you again when you get your mailbag questions after this week.
on the front end.
Yeah, I've gotten it back. It's certainly not a beautiful day in the mailbag. You know, a lot of questions and a lot of concerns, and I get it. You know, that's what happens when you're dropped to 3-7, have lost 3 in a row, and they're last place in the division. So I understand the frustration. And people have certainly voiced their opinions.
Before we get to all of that, let's hit up on this Tennessee-Vandy game. You got a prediction for your Commodores going to Knoxville this weekend?
Well, it's hard for me to be too optimistic about Vanderbilt based on what I've seen the last, 9 weeks, you know. But I will say that, you know.
I thought you were going to say 9 years.
Yeah, it hadn't been that long. But I'm not real optimistic, I have to be honest. But I will say that it's the most competitive this is the most competitive series they've had in the last 10 years in the conference. So I guess gives them a shot at least.
Yeah, 5-6 in the last 11. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, you mentioned the 3-7 record. It goes back into last season, 14 out of 17. Vrabel saying we can't beat ourselves. We need to play complementary football. And, you know, when you start dissecting a 34-14 game, it's tough to make, you know, cases for how they could have won or whatever. But he's right about that. I mean, there were some drive killers in there, just unneeded self-inflicted wounds. And I mean, first step, you got to cut all that out.
Yeah, and it was a weird stat line. I mean, you only have 38 offensive plays, and you're not going to win games when you have 38 offensive plays. But the reason you have 38 offensive plays is because you can't convert on third down. Where I thought you were 2 and 7. You fumble a ball. You have a bad snap, at least a fumble. You fumble on a punt return that keeps you from having to drive. And offensively, this team just couldn't get into a rhythm. It was out of hand by the time they really scored a touchdown. And defensively, I hate to come down too hard on defense because I know those guys got to be frustrated because they're just not getting a lot of help from the offensive side of the ball, and they feel, I'm sure, like they got to play perfect a lot of weeks. I mean, I'm looking at the scores, and other than that Atlanta game on October the 29th, they've scored 14, 6, 16, 16, 16. There was a 27 and then a 23. And then a 3 and then a 15. So, I mean, you're just not going to win many games like that. And I think it gets to the point where the defense probably just gets fatigued by not getting a lot of help. But they can't complain too much because they gave up 34 points themselves. They couldn't get off the field. They got penalties. And so it just wasn't very good across the board. And, you can point to reasons why. A lot of people don't want to blame on the coaches. A lot of people think, well, the coach doesn't have anything to work with. Look at the roster. This is the kind of stuff that happens when you're 3 and 7, and Titans need to find a way to win on Sunday.
Well, and of course, when it rains, it pours. Already issues at that offensive line from play to injury-wise, and then Chris Hubbard, bicep injury, likely done for the season now. Where do the Titans go from here?
Yeah, I think Jalen Duncan, I know it's the point of the season where you start getting questions about, well, why don't you start looking at the young guys? Well, they're looking at the young guys because they don't have a lot of choice in some cases. I mean, they're going to be starting obviously Peter Skoronski, a rookie, has started all year. I expect Jaleel Duncan to be starting at right, or Jalen Duncan, I should say, to start at right tackle in place of Hubbard. And I don't know what Andre Dillard's status is going to end up being this week, whether he gets back in the mix. But, I would, the way it looked on Sunday in Jacksonville with Radens at left, Skoronski at left guard, Brewer, and then Brunskill back, and then maybe Duncan. I think that rounds out your 5, barring Duncan coming back. I mean, barring Dillard coming back, and that's two rookies of the 5.
Yeah. You mentioned Brewer. Tough time lately for him as far as just flat out handling snaps, and we know where the high snaps come from. He's rushing, he's trying to snap the ball, get up to be able to block his guy. How is he handling kind of the struggles when it comes to the snap the last couple of weeks?
Well, he's a professional. I mean, he holds himself accountable, and I'm sure he puts the bad snaps on him. You really can't put it on anybody else when you're the one snapping the ball. It's very clear that Mike Vrabel loves him. He loves how he competes, loves how he fights. But, when you have a bad snap that results in a fumble and a loss of possession, that's a killer. And so I think he knows it's got to be better. Everybody knows it's got to be better, and he just got to be more focused and get it back there.
Talking about the defense, one thing that stood out certainly was cornerback Christian Fulton came out of the game in the third quarter. Trey Avery replaced him. What's going on there?
Yeah, man, it's just, I think, continued maybe frustration from coaches, obviously, with him, because this is a couple of times this has happened in game, and then obviously Christian frustrated too because he's still working through some things and just not where he wants to be on a consistent basis. So, I mean, as I watched the game, I mean, I don't think Christian Fulton was perfect, but Roger McCreary wasn't perfect on the other side either. He had a couple of DPIs. One of them was very shaky, gave up another ball down the field. So I think, again, across the board, it's hard to point fingers at one guy when a lot of people are making mistakes.
What was the vitriol level in the mailbag? You kind of alluded to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty strong feelings. And, again, I get it. And I want people to be able to voice their opinions just like they do on your show Monday through Friday. So, and people taking that opportunity and And so hadn't been good for a pretty good stretch. And but I appreciate people continuing to write in. I think when they just give up and the mailbag empty, that's when I'll worry. I definitely don't have to worry about that.
Well, it's one thing. It's one thing to be
apathy.
Yeah, that's right. It's one thing to be losing, but I think everybody understands like what's going on here. Mike Keith told us yesterday there was one snap where 5 of the draft picks were on the field at the same time. I mean, that's just kind of where you are, and when you are there, there are losing Sundays, but there's also hope. Like you're seeing what the future might hold with certainly the young quarterback, and then you have another offseason with the second most draft pick room. So. It's going to be a fun offseason. Not that I want to talk about that with 7 games left, but here we are. But you're right. Got to go get that win this weekend. Cannot afford to lose it.
Yeah, you're right. I hate to talk about off-season stuff, but things should look different next year with some money to spend and some draft picks. But the thing is, you got to pick the right guys. I mean, and that's been part of the problem around here the last several years is having to pick the right guys in free agency. And not a lot of the right guys in previous drafts, and that's kind of gotten the team to where it is right now. But the guys that are on the team have got to be better, and that's what you strive for here in the last 7 weeks of the season.
Jimmy, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I know you got a busy afternoon with Coach Vrabel meeting with the media here in about 15 minutes. Thanks for hopping on.
Okay, y'all have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving
Jimmy.
to you, too. Jim
Good
Wyatt,
luck.
one of the best dudes you will ever meet if you get a chance to meet him. At J. Wyatt Sports on Twitter, TennesseeTitans.com is the website. 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. The F&M Bank Chat is open. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
We'll be right back. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Tennessee with a pretty big basketball game tonight. We'll hit on that here in just a second. Does your home need to freshen up? Getting ready to put it on the market? Have rental homes that need some love? Buddy Allan Carpet One is your local source for everything flooring, hardwoods, carpet, tile, laminates, waterproof flooring, and more. They make it easy to get the floors that you've always wanted without breaking the bank. And right now, with credit approval, you can receive zero interest financing for 12, 18, or 36 months on carpet, luxury flooring, and hardwood. Visit BuddyAllenCarpet1.com for details, or just stop by the store in Donaldson, 2405 Lebanon Pike in Donaldson, 615-883-3289, BuddyAllenCarpet1.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live in Spring Hill at Buffalo Wild Wings. We'd love to see you. We've got giveaways. Here's what's happening. In the 345 segment, we'll give away a Titans polo, and we'll give away Titans Colts tickets. In the 445 segment, we got a lot going on. Harold Landry autographed football, Titans Colts tickets, and it is also Titans Ticket Tuesday, so your chance to call in and win. Fifth caller will win Titans Panthers tickets on that deal. And at 5:10-ish, Tennessee Ticket Tuesday, Vols Vandy tickets, we will give away with your chance to call in and win those.
In Neyland.
Okay. In Neyland Stadium. 5:45, we'll give away Titans Colts tickets here as well. So a lot going on at Buffalo Wild Wings in Springfield. We've also got the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast. If you're here with us at Buffalo Wild Wings in Springfield at 4:45, you will get a free Miller Lite, and you will get to experience the Ron Slay Wash Away Toast.
And we will be watching them quite a bit away. It might be a pitcher, Spring Hill, too. We're going to do a pitcher. Put a pitcher. Can we do pitchers? The Miller Lite do pitcher wash away toast? It's quite a bit.
Not for you.
I don't know. They do
not for
have 54-ounce pitchers of Miller Lite for $10 right now.
I heard you say that.
Yeah.
Are you saying that's how much you need to wash away what's going on
like I'm
right
saying,
now?
you need to drink like
Vols,
a cup full, then
Titans,
pour the rest on your
Auburn.
head. Yeah, you got to douse the whole body.
We got to get rid of all those games from last week.
Yes,
Bunk.
absolutely.
Number 7, here's what's going to happen. In about 10 minutes, Mike Vrabel will address the media. We will carry that press conference live on 104.5 The Zone, so stay tuned for that. Number 7, Tennessee taking on number 2, Purdue, and the player of the year, Zach Edey, who averages 22 points and 11 boards and 3.5 block shots a game.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Monster.
Like, you can't look at anything else on the court when he's on the court.
No, he's a freak.
That's what you call a presence. That's what you call a
What
presence
is he,
out there.
7'4"?
7'4". But he's gotten down to, I want to say like 280.
He still can't run.
Yeah,
Or he still doesn't want to
He's got a
run.
big head. That weighs him down a little bit.
that's humongous. It
Takes it a minute for the head to catch up to the body while he's running.
That's the things that you just put in the room. The big heads, didn't you buy? Y'all remember the big heads came out?
Yeah.
Big Derrick Henry with the big old Derrick Henry
Yeah,
head.
the fat heads.
Yeah, the fat heads. That's the
Yeah.
name of it. Yeah. Yeah, but they loaded. They got a bunch. Want to get into it?
No, we'll get into it later.
wait.
But just on it.
I thought you
He's
just
all-
mentioned it.
he's
I thought
like,
you were tossing me
I'll
up.
go.
Yeah, well, I'll go.
I will toss you up later. Both teams are 4-0. 10 players for Purdue average at least 12 minutes per game. 7 o'clock tonight. Purdue favored by 3. Slay and I, as you might imagine, are both in on Tennessee.
Yes.
In fact, I texted him, Tennessee +3. He's like, I'm in now.
Yeah, as soon as you did it, I said, oh, yeah, let me go and get that.
All right, let's take a break. Again, Buffalo Wild Wings in Springfield. We'll get back on track. The head coach of the Titans, what is he going to say here in about 7 minutes? We'll carry it live. Mike Vrabel next, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
We'll do it live.
Do it live.
We know that Christmas is a popular time to propose. Let Brentwood Jewelry help you create a surprise proposal within your budget. You can consult with the Brentwood Jewelry designers to create a custom engagement ring or choose from their selection of engagement rings on hand. The beauty of shopping at Brentwood Jewelry, they make Christmas shopping easy, and you can get it done at Brentwood Jewelry, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road at 7012 Church Street. And the other thing about this is, the Christmas season is obviously here. Let Brentwood Jewelry make your holiday shopping easy. Looking for something custom and unique? Consult with their custom design team or choose from their selection of fine jewelry, watches, engagement rings, or bring in that priceless heirloom. Have them transform that into the special gift that your significant other can wear every day. Brentwood Jewelry, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road at 7012 Church Street. Brentwood Jewelry, exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill. We'd love to see you. We're giving away Titans gear and Titans tickets. Make sure you get your name in the box.
Put your name in the box.
I love that. We're going chorus now. It's amazing. Download the app, and you can catch The Zone anywhere, anytime. If you're traveling for the Thanksgiving week or the holiday season, you can check out The Zone anytime on the 104.5 The Zone app in your app store. And it's an easy way to follow what we're doing and stay connected with the local market. Coming up in a little while, Jim Mora, the UConn football coach, went down that fans griping. If you want to gripe, then you need to give more for the NIL, and if not, then stop your griping. Basically, it's an incredible quote. And he's competing with like Liberty and Boise State and those guys, and
yeah, that's tough.
And they were 2-9,
yeah.
and they were bad,
and probably way behind when it comes to NIL for football there.
That don't go over well with a lot of alums sometimes, like when coaches say that. Like,
is that going to make me want to get more money?
Because I get fired.
You just scream. Yeah, I'll wait till you're gone.
Then I.
All right, let's go to the Titans facility. Mike Vrabel addressing the media live right here on 104.5 The Zone.
You've started 7 different combinations on the offensive line. How challenging is that to build chemistry, communication when you have guys going in and out of the lineup like that?
Well, that's part of it. We know that's it's part of this league. That's just kind of what happens throughout the course of the season. Not to say that it's not challenging, but you know we've tried to get guys ready to go. Tried to ask them to prepare as starters. Even if you look at Calvin coming from Carolina and just working hard to try to be ready to go whenever his opportunity presents itself, and the other guys, some of them have been here and waiting for their opportunity. So that's kind of part of the deal. You have to prepare as a starter each and every week.
Where's Duncan maybe made his biggest strides, and what maybe is next for him?
Well, I mean, I think we'll see where he. Ends up at the end of the week. He'll be working. Dillard will be, I think, available to practice as he works his way through protocol. And so probably, work Jalen and him over on the left side and work Dylan on the right side, as we start the week off.
For Duncan, what can he build on from Sunday?
Just the experience and, going out and playing and working through the calls, the silent cadence, the execution, the plays that he thought that he did a nice job on, the ones that he needs to improve on, just little things. There was the screen where unfortunately Peter was downfield early, Jalen was on the backside and felt like he blocked his guy long enough, but then he ended up being a factor in the play, and just explaining to Jalen that's sometimes those are long developing plays and every block matters, even though that you did your job for the majority of the play. It's a good lesson to learn out there and seeing that guys finishing and being involved in the play, and you can help that.
What's the reason for flipping Dylan to the right? Is it more about Andre coming back, or is there something you like matchup-wise there?
Well, I mean, I think that just probably comfort level for Jalen and Dre and Dylan. Being able to work those combinations, and that's kind of how we'll start the week off, and that may change.
Impressions of Bryce Young so far?
I think that the operation has been good. The command of the offense, and you see him changing protection on third down. Quick release, the ability to scramble. Doesn't look like it's too big for him. Does a nice job of scanning the field. It doesn't just lock in, on one receiver. It can progress through, even though Thielen's mostly open most of the time, and he has gone to him, but it looks like the different concepts that they try to have up versus different coverages, he's ready to go with.
Mike, it seems like lifetime ago that you guys last played at Nissan Stadium. How nice is it to be home this week, and
how much can it help you?
Well, it's great not to be able to travel, and we have one here, and we got to give our fans something to cheer about. That's, we have to go and play in a manner in which they're excited about and cheer and support us and help us on, third down and a silent cadence and helping with momentum when we have those types of plays.
Beyond just special teams, how's Colton Dow coming along in terms of knowledge of the offense and being ready to go play?
He's worked extremely hard, and where those opportunities come at receiver, I don't know, but I know that he's gained a lot of confidence in himself and in respect of his teammates for what he did on Sunday just in the kicking game, and blocking on the kickoff return, as we've talked about that's not an easy task, and he went back and set up and blocked a linebacker who was running down the field, and had good gunner releases. Now didn't have an opportunity to make a play, which again, that's the most important thing. They were fair caught or kicked in the end zone, but he was playing with some speed, and so hopefully that can translate into more confidence and more impact in the kicking game, and then take advantage of the opportunities when they come on offense.
What kind of characteristics you usually face against a Frank Reich coach team?
Well, I think they've always been physical. They like to, which the defense is, and the ability to run the football, the ability to change pace on offense, the ability to, take advantage of the coverage that you're in and try to match up with that, whether that's, zone concepts, spacing, high-low concepts, or the ability to run man beaters.
With Brian Burns, what is it that stands out to you and makes him such a good pass rusher?
Well, I think the speed and the length, but also, there's a burst, and sometimes he plays at different speeds and kind of lulls you to sleep and knows that he starts faster than the offensive linemen do. And so there's times where, he'll come in and kind of stop, and, they can see and kind of take a deep breath like, okay, he's done, and then all of a sudden he'll burst, and did that a couple times against Dallas, even on Sunday. So I think that's probably something that he's probably picked up. He can go up and under. He can beat you inside in the middle of the pocket, but then also, if he feels like he's got it on the edge to be able to bend.
Will's completed 50% on first down and 70% on second down. Do you have any feel for why there might be such a discrepancy?
I don't. Should probably throw more on second down, based on those numbers. When you pulled those numbers, does that include 2 minute, things of those? Yeah. And so sometimes those numbers get skewed when you look at breakdowns of, the 2 minute at the end of the half, 2 minute at the end of the game. Again, I'm not sure. I know that maybe the pressure forced a throwaway. I know we had one the other day there with Hop, and that there was some leakage, and I don't think he felt like he could get it to Hop, and so kind of dirted it to Derek. That's just an example. Again, I'm just trying to. I think it's all a product of everything in the entire offense, and looking and realizing that it's not all broken. There's some really cool plays in there. There's really positive plays in there, and then just the, what gets overshadowed, I think, even in our minds and everybody's mind is the negative plays, the self-inflicted wounds, the sacks on early downs that lead to longer yardages, which are tough. The snap or the false start or all those things. But then there's plenty of good stuff in there as well. It just unfortunately gets overshadowed. So we'll have to throw it better on first down and maintain, that same completion percentage and that same accuracy and that same operation of protection, route craft, and then accuracy to keep it at 70% on second down.
You mentioned Monty Rice yesterday as somebody who's earned more of a role and taken advantage of his defensive snaps in your eyes. What's gone right for him over the course of a season to be able to do that?
Well, it's just been, and continuing to progress, and they have good leadership. Aziz has played a lot of football, and, whether that's Aziz or Gibby and Monty. You know, you can only play a certain amount of guys at one time. You know, so we're trying to balance all that as well, I think. And so with Monty, you know, trying to factor in the kicking game and trying to, you know, explain to him how critical that is and how he can and help us there. And then, you know, the opportunities that we've given him on defense, he's been able to, you know, be around the football and show up. And, you know, again, not just in the run game. He had a nice play the other day on the boot where, you know, he flipped and ran with Ingram and was able to force an incompletion.
Derek, after the game, talk about how he needs to feel like he needs to do more, maybe run harder, do certain things. I mean, is he getting room to run when he gets the ball? Is that an area?
Well, you know, I mean, I agree with Derek. I think we all, and I love that attitude. I think the attitude that we all have to do a little bit more, and even Derek, and we have to help him out. We've got to help him out by being able to run more plays, right? We can't give him the ball 10 times and have, you know, it'd be not that he couldn't have an impact, but there's a process to being able to get him those carries that then marinate and mature and, you know, have the ability to bust a few and break some tackles. And we know that there's going to be some, you know, hopefully not too many, some inefficient runs, but we know that over the course of 18 or 20 or 22 carries that hopefully, you know, that we get some of those that pop. And so there's some room, and then sometimes there's not, you know, based on the front or based on, you know, the coverage or our inability, you know, to get, you know, the defender or somebody falls off. And, you know, so there's been times, you know, where we have, and there's been times where it hasn't. And so, you know, when there isn't, you know, they've got to, the backs have to be able to put their pads down and push for some dirty yards, or, you know, beat somebody on the edge like those guys have done numerous times.
Picking up on that, like you said, the 18 or 20 or 22 carries, he's averaging under 17
I know.
now. How much of is that a core issue for you guys?
It's about the volume of plays, and if you, however many of those are third down that you take down out of there, and however many are in 2 minute, you know, that you take out of there, so that number gets to be pretty small. And so we know that to get everybody involved, the efficiency has to be there, the drives have to be there, and, you know, I'm confident that it will, because I believe that if we are able to do that, then Derek can impact the game, and so can Hop, and, you know, Tajay. You know, Tajay's, you know, first time he's gotten tackled by the first defender, I would say, all year was on Sunday, and we still like those chances. You know, we're out on the perimeter, but we just have to be able to run, you know, enough plays to get those guys involved.
You mentioned the comfort level at positions with the offensive line. Similar with maybe McCreary, you know, playing outside as opposed to playing inside as he has most of the year.
You know, Roger, you know, he comes to work, he goes inside, he plays outside, he'd play in the kicking game for us. He just, you know, I think he loves football. I think he will do anything that the team needs, and that's what he'll continue to do, I'm sure.
You also mentioned Thielen. How much of a safety valve is he for Bryce?
Always open. I mean, he is great route craft, good feel in zone coverage, and, you know, man coverage he uses, whether it's his own receiver or the defender, to run his guy off of the route, and, you know, just a lot of really good instincts there for getting open, and, you know, rarely drops the football.
Titans head coach Mike Vrabel addressing the media. Karen, get live right here on 104.5 The Zone.
The Titans defense, right? Yeah. Okay, great. I mean, I think guys, you know, they you know, credit to the players, you know, for being able to understand that you can't let them run it in and get to force the ball lateral. You know, we saw that a couple times, you know, creep in there when we haven't had success, right? Where it was Pittsburgh and they creased us in the middle. Understanding that not to, you know, all the details that we talk about in the red zone, not backing up and being on top and trying to play square, and trying not to let the quarterback scramble. So all the breakdowns that you see, we've all done those things really well when we're getting stops, like we did on first and second down. They ran the one play with the quarterback read and Arden, and the corner played it really well, and we stopped them. And then they came back later in the game and ran the same thing, and Roger got a little bit nosy in there, and he got the edge. So it's just being able to execute those details and the stuff that we go over, knowing the coverage concepts that we're in, and executing them. But that'll need to continue.
For your corners, when you guys are in man, do they have the green light to come up and press? Or
yeah, we'd like them to mix it up. Yeah, we'd like to mix it up. And again, being smart situationally, right, and being aware of where you're at on the field, where you're at down and distance-wise, situationally, whether it's end of half and they're in field goal range, may want to protect the end zone, and as opposed to coming up and pressing third and longer, and different opportunities. And again, if you're gonna press, we have to make sure that we're impacting the route and not just giving them free access. And so that's most important, is that when you're going to go up and press, that you're going to impact the release and force him to be uncomfortable and to disrupt the timing of the route.
For a guy like Fulton that's so comfortable in press coverage, would you like to give him more opportunities to press and get at the line and disrupt?
I want Christian to have whatever opportunities he has that's going to keep him, his man, from catching a football. And I can't say that whatever the numbers are, whether it's press or off, I know that he's been able to execute both of those, and I know that there's been times where guys have caught it in press or off. So I think being able to mix it up, I think that's important as well. I don't know that one's statistically better than the other. And then, there'll be some coverages. Again, in man coverage, it is what it is. And you can't have everybody pressed, right, and making sure that we don't get picked. There are some opportunities there when guys are close together. So, that's kind of where we're at there.
If they mix it up to your satisfaction?
No, Traylon won't be there. I'm sorry?
If they mix it up to your satisfaction?
No, we need to be better in all levels of our pass defense. And I'm hopeful that when I say all levels, I mean up front, that we get there a half step sooner, and in the back end, and that we're either hitting guys to help the quarterback hold it a half a second longer. That's what I talk about, impacting the quarterback in the passing game, and talk to the players about that. It's not just one group. Like, there's times where we've had good coverage and forced them to hold on to the football. There's times where we've gotten there and have not force them to hold the football. And so just realizing and showing where we can put those things together just a little bit better, and that hopefully will lead to ball disruption, whether it's a tip pass or a sack or a strip sack or an interception because the quarterback's throwing it too soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
There he is, Mike Vrabel, head coach of the Tennessee Titans, addressing the media. Said some interesting things there. I guess what stands out, Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill, and we'll be here until 6 o'clock with all kinds of giveaways. The Miller Lite Wash Away Toast with Ron Slay at 4:45. Yeah. If you're here at that point, you will get a free Miller Lite.
Hi, Slay.
Some takeaways there. Number one, the offensive line. Were you guys surprised at what he said there? Radon's on the right side at right tackle. Jalen Duncan, the rookie, and Dillard, it appears, will be available. Will practice on the left side at left tackle. Were you guys surprised by that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what my initial thought is? Well, because he said Dillard's available to practice, but he still has to clear
to play
all the protocol, but he is cleared to at least take the next step in practice, right? So then I'm thinking, okay, Jalen Duncan, your rookie 6th-round pick as your left tackle?
Yeah.
So then, of course, my mind's like, well, maybe he just said left side in general. Maybe he's going to move Skoronski over
Oh, that's what you were writing.
to left tackle.
Yeah.
I
don't think so.
Jalen play.
Here, let's dive into that a little bit more because he said some really interesting things, and it really appeared like he didn't want to be there, and he really didn't know what to say. But he still did a good job.
I thought he was way peppier than he was yesterday.
Yeah.
I believe the QB1, Will Levis, is at the podium now. Let's go back to the Titans facility. Here's Will Levis.
Even though the times are winding down at the same speed, it just seems like, when you get out there on game day that there's a little less time. You got to make your decision a little faster. You got to be more decisive and more clear. So just the processing of it all on game day, knowing that it's a little sped up, but to have the same confidence you do in practice, to see it the way you do in practice and make the right decisions and get the guys rolling.
You mentioned some of the that you've watched other guys. Who are some of the guys that you have watched?
Yeah, I think it started with the pre-draft process. One guy I really liked watching was Joe Burrow. I think he does some great things, and just I think physically we're pretty similar. Dak's another one of those dudes. I think he does some good things with their offense, and even just watching just their past game they had against Carolina and what he was able to do and how he operates. There's a couple that I'd say at the top of my head.
How much are you looking forward to playing at home? It's been a while for you guys.
Oh, it's great. I mean, we undefeated at home, so we got to keep it rolling, So it's going to be awesome to have the fans back there, and to get back at home. It's been 5-6 weeks since we've been there, so it's going to be great. It feels better at home for sure.
Only a couple deep throws for you in the last game. Was that and great success on them too? But was that more by design, or did you just maybe not have time to throw?
I mean, we ran 36 plays. Like, you gotta have more opportunities to run more plays, to give the ball to Derek more, to give the ball to Tajay more, to throw the ball down the field more, to open up those things. But when you truly only have 7 opportunities to put drives together, you realize just how important, like we talked about, ad nausea is just the little things.
You're hitting 50% on first down, completion percentage 70% on second down. Were you aware of that discrepancy? Do you have any feel for why it's there?
No. At the top of my head, I couldn't point to anything specifically. No. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. I had nothing else to say.
Are you putting any extra work with Aaron Brewer, just with the snaps, and since last game kind of went a little wonky on 2 of those?
Yeah, I mean, his misses, if we go back and just self-scout, his misses have all been kind of in that same spot, and he's aware of that, and we're aware of that as well. And we're going to make some adjustments just with how we practice and how we play, just to help us out with that, just to make sure that exchange, which is what's the start of every play, is if we don't get that clean, then nothing else can work. So got to make sure that that's clean every time.
What's the challenge of having that internal clock in your head versus going through your progressions and knowing you have to get the ball out quickly, because it's all just so bang.
Yeah, I mean, there's the feel of the rush, but then there's the feel of the back end, and compartmentalizing the two and understanding how one could potentially affect you, but not letting the other one affect you at the same time. But it's just a feel thing. It's just with reps, knowing how when you get pushed off your spot, how your eyes can't necessarily go to that next read, how you have to move to this side of the field or find whatever route's coming to you. That's just knowing the playbook, knowing the scheme, knowing where your guys are going to be at certain times, and then if you have an understanding of what's happening in the back end, where those holes are supposed to be, and then reacting to that.
How much more of a feel have you gotten over the last month?
I've definitely improved. I think just in terms of coverage recognition and just not just guessing and having a good idea of what I'm seeing out there. I think I've done a decent job of that. Just got to keep pushing and get better.
All right, there's Titans quarterback Will Levis. What we're going to do now is Zeph back at the studio on Music Row. We'll continue to record that, and then we'll play some more cuts moving forward. 4 o'clock hour coming up. 3HL broadcasting live from Spring Hill, Buffalo Wild Wings. We would love to see you out here. We will be here until 6 o'clock. This is 3HL. More Titans talk next on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? We are in Spring Hill, so it's only right that we let you know Spring Hill Heating and Cooling is the one that's going to take care of all your HVAC needs because winter is here. It has arrived. We're just waiting on them to get over there to Nissan Stadium, but that's another winner. But Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, man, is going down. It's past the time for you to get your maintenance on your HVAC unit. If you haven't done it, let somebody tell you about what happens when you don't do it.
Yeah. Then your unit goes out, and then you're, getting online and writing to springhillac.com and texting Kevin and Kaylee over there, the fam at Spring Hill. Hey, help me. My unit's done. It's not working. It's not heating. Well, the Spring Hill Heating and Cooling family responds promptly to any issues you have. They get the problem resolved quickly and accurately. For me, it was a new unit, but here's the beauty about a new unit. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling has you covered, and you can get up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit. So that really helped, especially when you have a whole lot of bills coming in right about this time, which I feel in my soul.
Absolutely. SpringHillAC.com.
Call them.
We'll get a good start.
Good afternoon from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill. I'm Joe Hunk. Mike Vrabel just met with the media a few seconds ago. I know this is crazy to hear, but there's going to be a change on the offensive line. I know. Dylan Radins is apparently going to be working at right tackle this week. Jalen Duncan is going to be working on the left side, as is Andre Dillard, who is expected back to practice. Now, remember, him and Treylon Burks are still in concussion protocol, so Dillard has to go 2 full practices before he can move to the next stage. Speaking of Treylon Burks, he will not practice today. Not saying anything about the rest of the week, but will not be on the practice field today for the Titans. For all your foundation repair waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Appreciate y'all being with us. Lost the feed to the station.
Hello, station feed.
I'm assuming that we're still on the air. Man, we got a lot to do. We got behind thanks to Coach Vrabel and Will Levis. We're glad to carry those press conferences live. Zeph back in the studio is going to pull a couple of more things from Levis. Interesting what he said. Don Davenport, Ron Slay here in Spring Hill, Tennessee at Buffalo Wild Wings. Will Levis said, got to be more decisive, more clear, make quicker decisions. He said, we are undefeated at home. It's going to be awesome to have our fans out there. So that's a key point in a kind of dark time to kind of focus in on. They are 3-0 at Nissan Stadium.
And Mike Vrabel brought it up too and said, hey, home crowd helps so much on third down, silent count, you know?
Yep. And I want to add to
Please
it, like,
show up.
I think you are, if you go lose to a bad team, which Carolina is, then you're a really bad team. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You need to be at home. You need to be away. You need to be a neutral site. None of that really matters. But if you can win at home, I'm not saying it turns the season around, but it shows I think you have to have some different type of dogs to go and win on the road in anything, in college, in high school, like in a pro. It's hard to win on the road.
Do you remember that? No, it was an FCS game when I worked at Sacramento State, Montana State,
Yep.
but I embedded with Montana State for their basically entire trip.
Yep.
It is hard to be on the road.
Yeah.
Now, granted, college is going to be different than NFL, you know, when you fly in and
Yeah.
all that, but the
Still your
travel,
routine and everything.
the routine
Yep.
of being on the road,
Yep.
the waiting if you have a later
Yep.
game, the early game, the getting up in a hotel room. I mean,
Right.
it's hard.
It
The
is.
road wins are hard.
It is. You just get
And
in
I
the
don't
comfort.
care what level it is.
No, when you get in the comfort of being in your
Or
own
sport.
bed, you know, you eat what you want to eat. Your cook cooks when you want to cook. You go to the stadium. You know your routine. You're not all together like, I got to wait on, hey, you ready to go downstairs?
Right.
All right, call Bab, see if she ready to go downstairs. Nah, that,
You
man, I'm
ready for dinner?
Yeah, like,
Come on.
you ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? So you get in that routine as well. And then the fans, they do bring something else. I will say, man, I'm proud of the Titans fans because they have made a difference in the home games.
Yeah, and they can certainly make a difference on Sunday because this is a must-have.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to have this one.
Yep.
And then you got Indy coming
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
So an
Who's
opportunity
beatable, too.
to stack a couple wins, get
Yep.
to 5-7, and then see what happens.
Then
you know?
what?
But, a couple of things are at play with everything that y'all are talking about. I keep going back to Mike Keith telling us there was one snap where 5 of the draft picks were on the field at the same time. That makes it hard for those little road things like you're talking about when you're playing so many new guys. And then the other thing that blew me away was Teresa Walker in her first question. She mentioned to Mike Vrabel, you guys have started 7 different offensive line combinations in 10 games.
Wow.
How do you find cohesion there?
You don't.
And now with
Guess
4,
what? You're going to have an 8th.
right, you're going to have 8 out of 11 with a rookie quarterback.
Wow.
Trying
Wow.
to deal with everything that's going.
With
Imagine
2
how
rookie linemen.
fast. Imagine how fast that action is for a rookie quarterback, especially when you have a broken dam in front of you.
Ooh.
The
Ooh.
levee has broken.
Oh. And then then you got a rookie left tackle. God, hey, like,
And you have a center that can't get you the snap consistently
really tough.
where you need it.
There's literally nothing he can count on play to play.
No. You can't even count on the snap.
Where so I can worry about, okay, my first read is here, my second read is here. No, I got to get the snap. Then there's a jailbreak.
Is it going to be high? We'll see.
Somebody let me know if this ball going to make it to me. Like, that's tough, man.
I mean, that's
tough.
It's crazy
It
Will Levis is having to deal with at quarterback. You heard him talk about Aaron Brewer and the snaps, too. They set aside extra time. He said basically they all miss at the same place.
Yeah.
High.
Uh-huh.
And so they've set aside extra time. They've worked on it in practice, figured out why, which we all know why.
Yeah.
But, it is a focus this week. Can they get it shored up?
For Brewer, I'm not sure it's practice as much as it is how do you make the game slow down for him? Because for that to be happening, it's rushing.
Yeah.
It's not practice. He knows how to snap the ball.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be difficult because he's not going to grow, and the person in front of him is not going to slow down. You know what I'm saying? If I see that on film, like I may even take an offsides penalty just because I know I can affect him snapping his ball if I line up over top of him. I don't know what you're doing.
Part of that with him, I almost feel like is like he's lost some of his confidence.
Yep.
Like we've talked so much about Aaron Brewer.
Yips.
That can happen. That can happen.
And what he is, and he's tough as a $2 steak. Like that is Brewer.
Like $1.75.
Right. and now I feel like he's not that right now. He's almost questioning his own ability to block, which is the reaction.
You don't want
to that is. Now the high snaps.
Yeah, you don't want that in any part of a game, especially in professional sports. You don't want to have to.
You don't want to
second
question
guess.
yourself at all.
You just go hard and energetic, doing something wrong if anything. Just snap it high every time.
By the way, if you miss any of our interviews on this show, you can subscribe to 3HL on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all podcasting platforms. You can do that with every show on The Zone. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
The F&M Bank Chat is open. You can communicate there. Slay's in it right now, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Mike Vrabel talking about – you mentioned the offensive line, and we hit on this a little bit, but this kind of, I think, took everybody by a little bit of surprise. And I guess it's lack of confidence in Radens at the left tackle spot. But the head coach mentioned Radens at right tackle, Jalen Duncan, the rookie, at left tackle, and Dillard looks like he's going to be available coming out of concussion protocol. Will practice this week at left tackle. So flipping that side around from what we saw in Jacksonville.
And somebody asked about that flip, and he said, well, a lot of it is the comfort level for Jalen and Dillard and Dylan. So the comfort level with all three of them is maybe one of the reasons. But then he also did point out that may change.
Right.
There ain't no telling what this offensive line is going to look like right now.
They don't know.
They
As you
don't
mentioned,
know.
it's going to be the 8th different offensive line combination in 11 games.
I think they're going to see what works the best in practice. How much progress has Jalen Duncan made? Do you even have Dillard, which, I don't know. Do you care if you're a Titans fan? Do you care if you have him or not? I mean,
let's go with
almost
Duncan.
Maybe just for depth, I
I'd
would
go
say.
with Duncan.
Yeah, let's go with
leave
Duncan.
him on the bench.
See if
Let
he can
Duncan
develop.
Go.
Yep.
Because,
I
dude,
agree.
if you find a starting tackle
You got some
in
rock
this
with.
mess,
Yeah.
As
that's
a
a sixth-round.
pick.
He got the measurements. He got all the measurements. And that's like I think
Still
Mike Keefe
has
hit
a
on
long
it.
way to go.
No, Mike Keefe hit on it. He said
for
that
sure.
his problem is he's not consistent. So he had a good game. Can he come back and have another good game?
Can
But
he stack it?
Yeah. I wonder, do they ask these O-linemen when they come off, hey, you feel good in that spot? You like that spot? Because
Right.
we can switch you to left guard or like.
We're wide open right now.
It's a fluid situation.
Who feels good where? Like, let us know.
Oh, wait, you want to try center?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Can you snap it in the quarterback's belly
Right.
as opposed to his right ear?
Right, dog. That's crazy. Sheesh. Get it right, man.
Another thing that happened in the Jacksonville game, Christian Fulton benched in the third quarter.
Okay, I died laughing at this comment.
Yeah, Trey Avery in the game for him, and he messed up a couple of things too. But, man. So Vrabel was asked about Christian Fulton. He said, quote, I want Christian to have whatever opportunities he has to keep his man from catching the football. End quote. He has the funniest things to say about Christian Fulton, man, over like the last year and a half.
I don't think he thinks it's funny.
No, it's just like, okay, what y'all want me to tell you?
It's what you said, like, I either cry or laugh.
Keep from crying. That's it. That's it. I mean, it's simple. It's simple.
To keep his man from catching the football.
He do anything.
I mean, I think.
Grab him, hold him.
What a mess.
Lay down.
Well, he used to do that.
Yeah, that didn't work. I got him benched.
But then he had a couple of really good games.
No, a string
Well,
of
he used
them.
to just not be available.
Right, that's what the difficult part
And that
was.
was easier.
Yep. Yeah. So
At least you knew what you were getting then. Nothing.
I want them to get it right, man, so we can see McCreary go back to his normal position.
Yes.
Because he was thriving on the inside.
Struggled last game.
Yeah, and you also going against, and I could be wrong, but you're going against bigger receivers out there too. You know what I'm saying? So you're in a little bit of a disadvantage as far as inches go. I don't know. We'll have to listen to Hitman talk about that, but I do think he was thriving on that inside position, not only from covering, but being a guy, man, he was getting to the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to be accounted for when you bring him off the edge as a blitz. I think that would help Big Jeff and them get to him. It's so many different things. Like it's no longer plugging the holes of the dam. It's like this is just, I don't want to say blow it up, but
who was it today?
I don't know what you do to the dam.
Was it Will Bowling that maybe
Blow
it
it
was
up.
maybe it was Buck? But he said, remember in Vegas Vacation when Clark Griswold was on the dam and it sprung a leak and he tried to put a piece of gum on it and then another leak and you put another piece of gum on it.
Yep.
That's kind of what we're doing here.
All right.
But you're right. McCreary on the outside doesn't need to happen.
No,
he did get an interception out there, but he's also not done well.
He's successful inside.
No, he's struggled.
Successful inside,
I thought the overall kind of feeling when talking about the offense with at least coming off last game, moving into this week was, from Coach and Levis, we ran 36 plays. We need more plays. We need more consistency to be able to get Derrick Henry and Tajay Spears involved in this game.
Yeah.
They both said it. And you could tell the head coach really likes Tajay Spears.
Yeah. Don't you?
I mean, he keeps pointing out that was the first game where the first guy missed. Remember when I kept saying that?
Yeah.
Like the first guy never gets him.
Nope.
And I noticed the head coach said
That
that.
guy's so likable, too.
Tajay.
Yeah.
He also, Slay texted us like, I don't think he knows. Like, I think he's like standing up there, doesn't really know what to say at this point. And then like the next question was asked, and Vrabel goes,
Let's talk about
before he answered. Former Titan linebacker Brian Arakpo is the legend of the game for the Titans-Panthers game.
He was fun to watch.
He's got the deepest voice ever.
Yes, he does.
Biggest traps.
What did we used to joke that it was that too.
Trap's crazy.
But that he was like the
him and Ryan Suckup. It's
the love.
It's the Suckup Arakpo show. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like overnights on 92Q or something.
That's right.
Because Suckup had that deep voice too.
Grab your lady.
Oh man,
get to the dance floor.
And get to the dance floor for this slow song.
Hear from Titans quarterback Will Levis when we come back. Also, we're going to go to Hunk right now. Joseph Hunk, a pillar, is the executive producer for 3HL. And he is here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill, and he has our first hour winners. And Hunk, what are we doing right now? We're going to give away Titans gear first, which is a Titans polo.
Yes, that is what we're giving away first, and that will go to Corey Dykus.
Hey, that's me.
Corey.
No,
that's
it's
Corey.
not.
It's a Vol. That is me.
That's him.
That is
Corey.
me. It's a Vol. We're one and the same. A Vol and a Vol, baby.
Go Vols. Basketball tonight at 7 o'clock.
Let's get it, Corey.
There you go.
Corey,
all right.
like you
And
might be able to drop step or something.
I think that guy did play something. Titans and Colts tickets.
That will go to Peyton Huggins.
A perfect name. Peyton Huggins, come on down. You're the next contestant.
You get to go to the Titans Colts game. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, more Titans talk, and you will hear from quarterback Will Levis as we continue to broadcast live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
All right, you want to achieve hero status this year, don't you? How about getting your significant other a day at a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa? I'm telling you, you will win, and it does not matter what they like or don't like because there's everything at a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. And I'm talking massages, manicures and pedicures, sunless tanning, waxing. They do spa parties too. You can put the whole family there for one of the holidays. Then you don't have to deal with them. You're the hero. Boom, a Moment's Peace has you covered. They also do facials. They have a hair salon there, makeup, and awesome gifts at the front lobby that smells absolutely amazing too. Here's the thing. A lot of us will not buy ourselves a spa day or any kind of service at the spa. Oh, we don't need it. So this is your opportunity to be the hero. A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. They have gift cards available 24/7 instantly on their website, amomentspeace.com, or just call them 615-224-0770. If you have special requests, they can help you. Stop by in Cool Springs across Interstate 65 from Galleria Mall at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakers Bridge Avenue. It's a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Buffalo Wild Wings. Special Tuesday edition. We found out last week that Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We did not realize
A
it.
week out.
No, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings reading about the next show, and we're like, oh, it's Tuesday because next Thursday is Thanksgiving. We're like, oh.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, Tuesday in Spring Hill. That's where we are.
Tuesday.
And, man, it rained a lot last night, man.
It looked like it was going to stop earlier today, and then
it never
came
did.
back now.
I hope that everyone that needed rain got what they needed last night.
Leave us alone now, Rain. Don't want none.
Where are you headed this weekend?
Cincinnati.
Cincy. Ooh.
I've got a Big 12 game. Kansas at Cincinnati.
You check the weather up there?
Yeah, it's going to be cold as.
It's going to be 34 degrees on Thursday, on Thanksgiving.
Here's what you need
It's
to do.
going to be 32.
Thanksgiving weekend in Cincinnati, you have to pull out the old classic WKRP in Cincinnati. Where was it Les Nessman who dropped the turkeys out of the helicopter?
Oh,
Turkeys
that's
out of
right.
helicopters.
Yeah.
We talk about this every Thanksgiving. We do. Do you remember last year we talked about it? Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Wait a minute now. Hold on.
Yeah, it was quite a
Kirby
scene.
knows.
Kirby, can you tell the story?
God is my witness. I thought turkeys could fly.
That's what he said. What? So they were just splatting on the ground, man. I mean, just like missiles.
There's a helicopter.
Like bombs.
It has a banner. It reads, Happy Thanksgiving from WKRP. Hey, there seems to be little skydivers coming out of the helicopter.
What?
The chutes are opening up. Wow, we have skydivers. Wait a minute. Oh, my God, they're turkeys. What just went through the windshield of a car?
Was this a TV
They had
show?
like their parachutes.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I was going to say, yeah. I was going to say, in real life.
It's a TV show about radio, which was.
I remember.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I never watched it. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
As God is my
Dog.
witness, I thought
Who would
turkeys
even
could
think to
fly.
put that in? Like that's nuts. I would try that though. That would be kind of cool. So if you put them on
Well,
parachutes.
you know how promotions people are, man.
Yeah, they'll try
yeah.
anything.
Do
Yeah,
anything.
they'll try anything.
Hey, so let me ask
Rich,
you guys
we're looking
this.
at you, buddy.
Right.
Come on, Rich, get a little creative now.
Yeah, why don't you drop some turkeys out
Up
of a
your
helicopter?
game, dude.
Maybe they can fly now.
So now that I'm going to Ohio, this is a big topic of conversation with our crew. I've got John Schriffen, who lives in Vegas, and then I've got Rocky Boyman. Used to play for the
in
Titans.
Cincy,
You
right?
guys might, yes.
Yeah.
This is a home game for him. He's in Cincinnati, and so on our production call, he said, Skyline Chili is like if I'm in the electric chair. And
Oh,
my
wow.
last meal, which I don't know why he picked that example, but he did. My last
sounds
meal,
like my kind of guy.
yeah, would be 4 Conies with Skyline Chili. And
Wow.
I'm like, I hate
It's funny.
Skyline Chili.
You do?
I think it's terrible.
I like it. It's a very divisive thing, though.
It is divisive.
So my whole thing is going into it and not thinking that it's Skyline Chili. I mean, not thinking that it's chili. Because that's why I think you get the misconception of it. Like, you have a chili taste, and that's not what it tastes like.
And then a cinnamon taste
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
so it's not what it
cinnamon in
tastes like. Yeah.
Is it the thing where like Southern people just have it in their head they can't like something from the Midwest or the North?
I think that's a little bit of it, and then I
No,
think that
that is
cinnamon is
not
put
it.
in
It's
it.
just
No,
garbage.
I mean,
Hot garbage.
I had some ties up there, so I was kind of cool with the Skyline Chili. I thought it was just for that. You know what
So
I'm saying?
you liked it.
I like it there.
like it.
I don't want it brought here. Like, don't bring me none back when you go.
Like In and
I just-
Out's coming here.
Yeah, I'm cool on it. I just
Yeah,
want it
but
when I go.
don't
to
bring
Cali.
Skyline
If I go
here.
to the West Coast, that's the
About to
only time I
bring
want
you
In and
some
Out.
Skyline
No, I
chili.
only want it if I go up there with you. I don't want it there.
Like Whataburger came here, and you're not going to travel
I've never
to go
even
to.
tried it, nope.
Yeah, but you're not going to travel to go get
No,
Skyline.
I'm
and
straight.
Lebanon or
No,
something.
I'm cool on
Yeah.
it. No,
It's one of the more divisive topics
it
in
is.
the
Like,
country.
it ain't. It's no question. There's no question about it.
Let's
Yeah,
do
absolutely
this before we get to Will Levis, and you will hear from QB1, the rookie quarterback, Will Levis, coming up in just a second. John in the Borough next up, 615-737-1045. Hey, John, what's up, man?
What's up, guys? First off, happy Thanksgiving. I won't be able to call in tomorrow, and you guys, I hope you guys have a safe holiday. Ruin Thanksgiving by talking about politics, not by having your family plan a funeral. Don't be drinking and driving. Don't be acting crazy. Slay, I got a question for you and everybody else. College basketball. I want you to take your Tennessee fandom out and I want you to tell me. I want you to give me the pros and cons of the best 3 teams in the state: Memphis, Vandy, and Tennessee.
That's good right there. Okay,
Thank you, John. So John's
Thanks,
saying,
John.
don't do anything stupid. If you want to do something stupid, just talk about politics and let that be the dumbest thing you do.
Yeah, don't drink and drive
on Thanksgiving weekend. All right, thanks, John.
I think, man, when talking about it, and like I've been hesitant to talk about how good Tennessee basketball is because I didn't want to jump the gun, and I think everybody else is seeing it and they're doing it for me. So,
well, I mean, and they will have moments like every other team early in the season where you're trying to figure out what the rotation is, the minutes, and all of which combos work well. So, I mean, they
especially with that many weapons.
Yes,
right?
and they could run up against the Buzzsaw tonight. Who knows? But in big picture terms, pretty good team.
Yeah, no, a really good team. And in the state, you know, without Tennessee glasses on, they are the best team in the state. I think Memphis would fall second. I would love to see Memphis and Vanderbilt play because you can only play 5-on-5. I think the depth that Memphis brings to the game they're deeper than Vanderbilt, but them with Ezra Mignon, and also Tyron Lawrence, I think their backcourt, I'm going to stand on it, is top 5 in the SEC. So I think they can go up against anybody. Memphis getting Quinterly from Alabama was a huge pickup, so I believe right now Memphis is number 2. And it's just like at 1, 2, 3.
So, I mean, you can – when talking about Tennessee, and, like, you want to take a moment before you completely evaluate them. But, like, you know, fans hate it when national people don't give their team the respect.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Greenberg says national championship contender.
Yep.
Jay Billis just said national championship contender.
Yep.
They've got a big test tonight.
And the Cats. And the Cats said the
Andy
same
Cats.
thing.
What do you think about this matchup and having to go against 7'4" Player of the Year Zach Edey tonight?
I think it's a really good matchup, and this is why I wanted to see them play them. I know Mike Keefe came on yesterday and said he wanted to see them face Gonzaga. I thought Gonzaga is a team that they've seen in the past. I think it's a team you'll see later on in the year. I don't think you'll see a team as far as preparation goes for the NCAA tournament outside of a team like Purdue, a 7'4" guy that is a focal point on both ends of the floor. You got a guy like Adu he's gonna have to learn to play with his feet, can't play with his body, got to do his work before he posts up, and your guards have to have a lot of pressure on their guards so they don't have direct passes to him on the inside, which is going to play into them being able to run up and down. I do think the depth that Tennessee has in the backcourt, that side of the coin goes to Tennessee without question. The scoring goes to Tennessee. I think with Tobey Awaka being out, J.P. Estrella would have a lot of time. And me personally as a big, they had to play a bulk of minutes, 32, 34 minutes. I hated playing against a guy that was coming off the bench that was going to play 6 to 8 minutes.
Because he's fresh?
Yeah, he's fresh.
He's got 5 fouls to give, and he does
he
not
don't care. He don't care.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like he's
something to prove coming off the bench.
exactly. And
Yeah.
he's not in there to get the ball or anything. Like when it comes to boxing out, I'm going to have to watch, find him, box out. Like that's exerting too much energy. And then say it keeps me from getting the ball. At some point, I'm going to be like, at 7'4", let me go get the ball off the rim. So offensive rebound, if he box out, that's how you get 2 quick over the back fouls, get him out, and you don't lose anything. You know what I'm saying? So I think J.P. Estrella is going to be huge in this. And the weak side with Josiah Jordan-James at the 4, if he can rebound, I think they actually run away with it by about 10 or more.
Make sure you download the app, 1045 The Zone app, where you get your apps, and you can carry The Zone with you any and everywhere you go. Great way to listen when you're not in the market. Will Levis.
That's how I listened to the Vols game on Saturday, by the way.
Hey, good job, Babson.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's stay in tune.
Driving home.
Will Levis said a lot of interesting things during his media availability. He said he's got to be more decisive, got to be more clear, got to make quicker decisions. He also said the biggest like growth opportunity that he has seen from himself is that he's not just guessing out there anymore. Right. He's understanding coverages, and I thought that was a pretty awesome look inside a rookie quarterback and what he's trying to do in terms of development.
Pretty honest.
Yeah. Very honest, yeah. And he was asked about teams blitzing him more.
Yeah, I think we go back to that second game that I played, just seeing a little more pressure and teams kind of realizing that they were able to get to us a little bit, and then we've seen a little uptick in that and just the pressure percentage. These teams, they are what they are at their core, but if they do see things like that, then they might change their tendencies, which we've been able to get ahead of and at least prepare for, which has been nice. But we've done a good job of having the right answers in protection, and especially in third down, with just ways that we're able to handle and just take as much pressure off the quarterback position.
All right, bro. I know you're like sticking up for your teammates, man.
Trying his best.
Because he's a rookie.
Trying his best.
Not going to challenge my guys in the media.
You better not.
Here's the other thing. Like, defenses don't have to blitz. Like, so you're seeing a lot more two deep safeties, which limits those deep shots that he likes to throw.
Mm-hmm. Then you all of a sudden look up, and when they do blitz, if you don't – this is the good thing. He's having the opportunity to dissect and learn and get experience and be able to go through the process of what it's like getting that pressure. And when they don't bring the pressure, can you imagine what it's like a year from now? You know what I'm saying? Being able to see this. And I just want to know how much – he's got to be spending a tremendous amount of time in the film room to be able to go and do that. Like, it's only what he's played? 3 games, 4 games?
4.
You don't pick that up by experience. We've seen it. Seen the person not be able to pick that up.
That's why I think his ceiling is so high.
Yeah,
like I think it's so obvious.
I'm impressed with it.
Given what he's having to deal with.
I'm impressed with it.
Most rookie quarterbacks, when they first start, they're just trying to call the play.
Yep.
And much less like find option one and look off receivers and mess with safeties with their shoulders.
Yeah.
And I think the ceiling's high.
I haven't
for him.
seen much of that lately, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you get away from the
Listen,
good habits.
If you're standing on I-65,
move. Don't stand there. Move.
You don't have a lot of idle time.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
To be faking people out.
I hate that for him, man.
I know.
Golly.
It's there, though.
Because when the time was there, like I think you saw in Atlanta, that was a sample size of what you could get. You don't get that.
Remember when, during the draft process, Levis, like out of nowhere, became like the betting favorite to go number 1?
That was so bizarre.
To Carolina?
To Carolina.
Yep.
He was asked about that today.
Yeah.
Not really, no. I think I went out there for my top 30, and not that they said it in words, but essentially the vibe was, hey, like, thanks for coming, but and then I think it was like two days later, like the reports come out like, Will Levis reportedly supposed to be number 1 pick to Carolina. I really wanted to just stand up on top and be like, they actually told me the opposite. But no, I mean, all respect to Coach Reich and all of them. They handled that process with all the integrity and all the right ways that they should have. And looking forward to competing against them.
That's funny.
Ooh.
That's good right there.
I want to roll that back.
Yeah,
that was
the end of that.
That was a little shot. That was a little shot at the end.
The end of that.
Zeph, let's hear that again. So he's talking about going to Carolina for his pre-draft visit, and the rumors about him going number 1 overall. He could have gone to Vegas and bet against that and won because he knew.
Not really, no. I think I went out there for my top 30, and not that they said it in words, but essentially the vibe was, hey, like, thanks for coming, but and then I think it was like two days later, like the reports come out like, Will Levis reportedly supposed to be number 1 pick to Carolina. I really wanted to just stand up on top and be like, they actually told me the opposite. But no, I mean, all respect to Coach Reich and all of them. They handled that process with all the integrity and all the right ways that they should have. And looking forward to competing against them.
I love it. That was a subtle.
Looking forward to competing against them. They didn't.
God.
Players always remember who went in front of them and the teams that did not draft.
You better believe
Nope.
it. You better believe it.
That was really funny.
That's good. Some good personality right there, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They actually told me the opposite.
Yeah, I want to stand up and say.
615-737-1045.
Well, good. At least he wasn't expecting it.
Right. We were talking about this earlier with all of the – like, it's not like he can sit back there and shotgun and be like, okay, my first read is here, my second read is here, my dump-off's here.
No.
I'm trying to see if the snap is going to be – like, am I going to have to dive? Am I going to have to show my vertical? Am I going to – like, he's got so much going on back there. He was asked about all of the unexpected stuff on offense.
Good. I mean, I even with last week, like, just that second deep shot that we were able to take, like – the guys were in the spots that we were expecting them to be, and because of that, we were able to make a play. So just guys continuing to do that. Obviously, it's not perfect, and just with technique and how we're teaching them to do these things. It's important to, again, compartmentalize like what we're teaching, what we're expecting, but what needs to be done to get the point of the play through.
In terms of that.
So people,
what do you think?
Just listening to the receivers the week before, and then comparing it with that. You heard Kyle Phillips, you heard DeAndre Hopkins talk about them having to cut their routes off earlier and try and realize where Will Levis was going to be under pressure. Like, it's got to be on the same page. That's why they stay in communication with him a lot. So leading into this with Carolina, that's 2 weeks of those conversations going. I would expect the ball to hit some guys a little quicker, and not necessarily, get those deep ball threats, but be able to complete passes and get them out a little bit quicker. This offensive line, they can give them 3 seconds. Just give them 3.
3 seconds?
Yeah, give them 3.
That's an eternity.
Yeah, he need that. He need that, Babson. He need that. I'm going to be real. Because, you'll see, that means you just got to go max protect, keep King
I'm
in.
just going to tell you that ain't happening.
3 seconds is
1.5.
still not 7-step drop. Barely a 5-step drop.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's still.
I know.
Like, keep him in the gun.
Offensive line can't even give him that.
Yeah. Can he get 1.7 or 2?
I was just thinking about like some of the scarier things for like regular Joe like us to deal with in sports. Like we talked about this. Would you want to get in a batter's box and see 100-mile-an-hour fastball?
No.
I would. You wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
But then I started thinking about, can you imagine? It's like, hey man, Slay, go in the game at quarterback behind that offensive line.
What? Man, give me my walking papers. I ain't going in there. See what they doing? You see what they doing in there? You want me going there? Okay, I tell you what. Yeah, I got it.
I mean, that would literally be the scariest possible thing for like an average Joe to walk into in sports, right? Shotgun snap behind the Titans offensive line.
Dog, I'm gonna be the first one to put myself in motion. And then I'm gonna sit back and look. Like, I don't know who got the snap cam, but it ain't me. I'm out here.
Take it.
Yeah, I'm out here, dog.
That's when you're like, Derek, King, come on,
switch
King
up.
Cat, let's go.
Switch up.
Let's switch it up.
You like to take this beat.
I'm gonna go run a route.
No, I'm straight on it. Yeah, the ball ain't coming out here anyway. So.
The Rod Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast is coming up next. If you are here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill, you will get a free Miller Lite, and they are passing the Miller Lights out right now, as a matter of fact. So
let's get it on.
Let's get it on. We're going to when we come back. Also, if you're in the building, your chance to win a Harold Landry autographed football and Titans Colts tickets. Also, if you're not in the building, your chance to call in and win Titans Panthers tickets, as it is Titans Ticket Tuesday. A lot going on here on 3HL. We'll be right back to Spring Hill, Tennessee. Buffalo Wild Wings, 104.5 The Zone.
Pella.
Twitch, please.
Oh, Twitch, please.
What's happening, good people? Everybody needs to know. I was trying to tell them it's me. Holistic stem cell therapy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hey, but anyway, this is the thing. It's your body, your cells, your solution. Holistic stem cell therapy brought to you by KellumStemCellInstitute.com. It doesn't get better than this. That's the reason why you need to give them a call right now. Get you a consultation lined up. 615-850-4415. Hey, the number, 615-850-4415, KellumStemCellInstitute.com. Make sure you get your body healed by your own cells. It stores it. I promise you it gets better. You can think that it's not, but I'm telling you it is. From sports injuries to autism, Lyme disease to Lou Gehrig disease, man, dive into it. Athletes that return to playing, they're going to return sooner. Yes, I am going to stand on that because I went and did a knee, shoulder, and hip, all feeling good. Just do your rehab and everything will be good. KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
Tupac Tuesday on 3HL.
Yeah,
Bringing
yeah.
the noise to Spring Hill. Thanksgiving week. Buffalo Wild Wings, that's where we are. We'll be here till 6 o'clock. And coming up this segment, if you are in the building with Slay and me.
In the
and
building.
Yeah.
Your chance to win a Harold Landry autographed football. Your chance to win Titans Colts tickets. And stay tuned if you're listening elsewhere for your chance to call in and win on Titans Ticket Tuesday, Titans Panthers tickets for the game coming up this weekend, which is a massive game. Got to get off the schneid.
That's right. That's right.
Before we do the giveaways, Joe Hunk's over there getting food, so that's important. Also, appreciate everybody coming out to Spring Hill. Coming up next Thursday, we'll be at Buffalo Wild Wings in Clarksville.
Ooh,
the Queen City.
Queen City.
Road trip.
I think Clarksville is usually like consistently the biggest and most boisterous crowd.
Dude, Murfreesboro was
But Murfreesboro
Murfreesboro came with it.
Hey, Clarksville. Murfreesboro stepped it up.
Mm-hmm.
Spring Hill, y'all still got the opportunity.
Yeah, we've still got time.
lies
It's been a
upon
pretty
you.
good crowd already.
It has.
All right.
Father Joe's here.
Father Joe is here.
That's right.
And that's important.
Yeah.
Because, we need to work on releasing some demons with the Titans team.
Although he did walk,
He
did
waved.
walk right up as we start our wash away toast.
Yeah,
so
I mean, hey.
felt a little
I'm
guilty.
like, hey, Slay, set the beer down and meet the priest.
Yeah, sometimes come as you are. Come as you are. We're here.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
Father Joe is at the Episcopal Church here in Spring Hill, and it's great to meet him. All right, it's time. Here we go. The Miller Lite Wash Away Toast with the one and only Slay Dog. And Barbara, apparently.
Back up, Barbara.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, put your drinks in the air. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings and Miller Lite for supplying us for the Wash Away Toast. Now, this right here, I know we don't week by week. We're trying to get rid of the negative energy, and we're going to do that by coming home. So when you come home, it's more of a welcoming. You got Thanksgiving. You ought to be feeling good. Family, friends, fans, love will be in the air. And make sure we get all of that negative energy out. We pulled the big gun out. We brought Father Joe from the Episcopal, I can't never say this word, the Episcopal Church with the big red door down the street, right here in Spring Hill. So we casting out all the negative energy, and there's only one thing we want, and that's tighten up. So do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
There you go, Spring Hill. 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. You can watch the show YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch, and there it goes. No one. Did anyone beat Slay? Anyone beat Slay with the downing of the beer? Father Joe? No.
No.
He tried. He couldn't do it. I take everybody out when it comes to that.
Father Joe got water.
Mothers, sisters, brothers.
Everybody.
Cousins, aunties, nieces, nephews.
Your eyes are watering.
Yeah, that's the bill. Don't worry about it, y'all.
Don't worry about it.
It's all good.
The beer coming through my eyes.
I was surprised you didn't add in a Go Vols there.
I was about to, but I just needed all negative energy across the state, really.
Right.
It's just been a bad weekend.
Well, and you can cross that into Auburn, too.
Yeah, we trickle that on down.
Yeah,
to
get that.
Alabama,
Yeah, we'll get that negative energy out there, too,
Well,
on the plains.
Here's some positivity. If you are in the house, if you are in the building, your chance to win stuff right now with 3HL executive producer Joe Hunk, who is in the crowd. Joe, what up, Hunk?
The first giveaway that we're going to be doing this time will be for an autographed Harold Landry football. And that goes to Dustin McDonald.
Hey, what's up, Dustin? Where is Dustin?
He's back right there. Oh, my bad, sir.
All right, there you go. What up, Dustin?
Congrats, big Dustin. All right.
Dustin, why you take your glasses off for this? Oh, that ain't Dustin. Is that Dustin?
Yeah, he's going with.
Yeah, he's following Eki.
Why did you take his glasses off for it, though? That's
Also, why did Eki Bob walk away when there's another gift to give away?
Because it's Eki Bob.
Gift to give away.
Nobody knows what Eki's going to do. Just nobody knows.
Well, it's funny
He'll
because
be bopping around.
literally he was standing like 6 feet from Dawn a minute ago.
Yeah.
Who's Dawn? Babsy.
I don't know
A
who that
minute
is.
ago. And she started yelling, Eki Bob, and he just started looking all over the room except for 6 feet to his left.
I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to do with him
It's the
sometimes.
bop.
Is that a Carolina Panthers hat in the building? I can't
Yeah.
see that
Yeah, it
far.
is.
I do
Yeah.
believe it is.
Did you come down here to steal signs? Wait, did
He's
you
not
come down
from
to
Michigan.
Oh, okay, all right. That was the wrong team. Okay. Just wondering.
All right,
I was gonna
Titans,
cover up our
Colts.
signs now.
Titans Colts tickets.
That would go to, wait, what's your name? Nope. Ryan Mills. Ryan Mills in the
Come
Titans
on, Ryan,
gear.
come get you some tickets, man. What game he going to?
Titans
Colts.
Colts.
Titans Colts.
Titans Colts.
Thank you, Bob. Right there. There's Ryan. All right.
Good job, Ryan.
It also is Titans Ticket Tuesday.
Hey, uh-oh.
So your chance to win now. Babsy, do you want to do it?
Oh, we're doing it now?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get to it, Babsy.
Yeah, okay. Titans Ticket Tuesday, caller number 5 right now, 615-737-1045. You win tickets to see the Titans host the Panthers this Sunday at Nissan Stadium.
Man.
We need the home crowd to be loud.
Now you got to come with it. And if you need to get fried before, just come over there to the Bridge Building. I'll be there from 9 all the way up to kickoff. Man, that's 4 floors of greatness. All you can eat food, all you can drink. Hey man, phenomenal. Kidly friendly.
Kidly friendly.
Well, that too.
Slay will dance with your children.
Yeah, we had a ball. Me and Baby Babs.
Baby
did.
Babs was all about it.
Yep.
And it's warm in there.
Yeah, it's climate control too, so don't worry about that. So we up on the roof, DJ C. Wiz making it happen. It's a party, man. We go all day too.
How do people get tickets for that?
You go to Bullseye Event Group and hit the QR code. I did hit them up to see if you can hit the QR code once you arrive at the door. I haven't gotten a response yet, but I will let you know shortly. Outside of that, it's a good time. I'm telling you, you want to get there. And listen to The Zone. You can also get tickets on The Zone.
All right, more Titans talk when we come back. We do have room for your phone calls if you want in. 615-737-1045 is the number. That's 615-737-1045. Guess what else it is?
What?
It is Tennessee Ticket Tuesday. We're going to give away Vols Vandy tickets next. That'll be your opportunity to call in and win Tennessee and Vanderbilt tickets. Also coming up in-house in the last segment, more Titans Colts tickets. A lot going on here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill. More 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone. Upton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. Gupton will take care of you. My friend Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. Again, car, truck, SUV, Jeep, whatever you're needing in the way of new or pre-owned, you can find it at Gupton. Take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Take 24 west toward Clarksville. Exit 35. It's about 9 miles outside the city. That's a straight shot into the best vehicle buying experience you've ever had. I bought multiple of the vehicles from these guys. They're awesome. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. And you can get it done now. You can get it done this weekend. If you've been thinking about it for a while, make sure you include Gupton in the process. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. All of the inventory is there. Dealership information is there as well. That's GuptonMotors.com. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening, good people? Winter is here, and you got to be prepared for it. Those onion rings look like, I thought those were mine, Babs. I don't think you got onion rings. But
they are yours. I'll give them to you when you properly finish talking about Cove generators,
Thank
but
you.
not until then.
All right. Well, listen, you got an opportunity to get ahead. If everything goes out in the neighborhood, man, and you have no electricity, you don't want to be over the holidays with no power. You look around the neighborhood, winter storms coming, rain, a little bit of everything. It always goes down. So get somebody you can depend on. That'll be Cove Generators. Get your power back on. You can stay connected, Babsy.
That's right, Cove Generators. Maybe you've been thinking about a generator. Well, this is who you need to call to be able to do it. Cove Generators, your premier Generac home standby generator dealer. Call them today. Get an estimate on what your home would need. They'll come out, they'll look at everything you would want to keep running, and they will give you all the info you need on which kind of generator you want. Be prepared for winter. Call Cove Generators. And if you already have a generator and you need it to be serviced, notice, they can handle that too. CoveGenerators.com. Here's your phone number. Never lose power again. 931-559-3311. That's CoveGenerators.com.
Stay connected through it all.
Good evening from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill. I'm Joe Honk. Coach Vrabel met with the media just a little while ago. Few tidbits that you may be interested in. Traylon Burks will not practice today. Mike Vrabel did not mention if he would be available for the remainder of the week. Who he did mention is going to be back at practice is left tackle Andre Dillard. In fact, Mike Vrabel said that Dylan Radins is going to get work at right tackle this week, as Jalen Duncan as well as Andre Dillard are expected to work on the left side. The Vols and Boilermakers get going tonight, 7 p.m. in the Maui Invitational. You can watch it on ESPN, but if you really want to and be cool, you can listen to it on 104.5 The Zone immediately following Mac Talk. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, what you need to do is visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Bridge Doherty with you, broadcasting live in Spring Hill, Tennessee at Buffalo Wild Wings. Caribbean jerk, is that what we're dealing with now? It used to be honey barbecue. It used to be Asian zing.
Yeah, I had to switch up. I will say one thing about the Caribbean jerk. They're a little stingier with the sauce. Asian zing, they used to douse me. They stingy with the sauce for some reason with the Caribbean jerk.
So just ask for more.
Maybe it's too much flavor.
Could I have some more Caribbean jerk sauce?
Who are you even talking to?
I don't know. Maybe.
Himself.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could I have some more Caribbean jerk sauce, please? Yes, ma'am. No, I just need the sauce. Thanks.
No problem.
There you
She's
go.
like, oh, yeah.
She said traditional or boneless. You could have got more wings out of that deal.
So good. I should have tricked her.
I switched to honey barbecue tonight.
Hey, good job, Babsy. On the cauliflower?
Did you do it on
Yes.
purpose?
Yeah.
I don't like your mild.
I
don't
kept
either.
getting, it was giving me heartburn.
Well,
I feel like
see?
I'm old. Like, I can't eat normal things without getting heartburn.
Let's call it a human, Babs.
Ugh.
An older human.
The stuff I used to eat in college, there's no
Oh, no,
way.
it's over.
I mean, it's over.
No, it's not over. It's over for back-to-back nights of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But who gets mild anyway?
Yeah.
Like, get a flavor, man.
It is a flavor, and it's actually kind of spicy.
No, yeah.
That's why it gives me heartburn.
I don't like the mild. I'm gonna let you, Yor. Give me some flavor.
Give me some flavor.
Give me some.
I mean, they're sitting here with like 35 different flavors.
Like, let's use it. Yeah, I mean, let's use all the flavor.
Take advantage of the situation,
Yeah,
Babs.
come on.
Way
Come
to
on,
go with
Babs.
the honey barbecue.
I switched it up.
You're still eating vegetables,
I
but
got,
that's okay.
I got a question for Babs. Hey, thank you.
That was fast.
It was. I got a question for you, Babsy.
What?
This is off subject of sports and wings, but and cauliflower wings. How did baby Babs do at her princess? Didn't she have a date with the princess?
Oh, she did, yes.
How'd that go?
She
had a date with who?
Was
Princesses.
obsessed. Well, but
Lot
she
of
was very
princesses.
pissed off that Elsa was there and Anna was not there.
Oh.
It was just Elsa and Olaf, and she was very upset about that.
So you can't do baby Babs like
Huh.
that.
Yeah.
Well, what did Elsa have to say when confronted with Anna not being there?
I believe, and props to my mom friend Casey, who took the girls.
Mm-hmm.
She has a daughter that's around Hadley's age, and those two are probably going to end up in jail together one day if we don't watch them. But
It's good to have. It's good
yeah.
to have. It's good to have aspirations.
Right,
goals.
yeah. But she said the response was that Anna couldn't come today. She was somewhere else.
Anna's under the weather.
Yeah.
I really would have laughed if Elsa just looked at her and told her to let it go.
That would've been good.
Hey, just let it go.
I don't think you want
Or
to
like told
Babs
Anna's frozen. Sorry.
Told baby Babs like, yeah, we're not really that close.
Baby Babs.
Yeah, we
That ain't-
don't really go
that ain't my
places
partner.
together.
Yeah, they ain't my partner like
we
that.
just had to do that movie. We were under contract.
A lot's happened since Frozen 2. Lots
Baby Babs
happened.
was hype about that though. Like, remember we were at Buffalo Wild Wings on Thursday.
She was telling you all about it.
She was telling me I was gonna have I'm gonna have my princess dress on.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And she rocked it and
I ain't
loved
been able to
it.
talk to I ain't been able to talk to the homie.
I will say,
The homie,
super
Baby Babs.
thankful for mamas
She is a
and
homie.
friends
She is a
who
homie.
take care of help take care of my daughter while I'm on the road.
Yeah, we shouldn't be
Very nice.
responsible
I'm
for
getting
that.
all emotional and like sappy here, so let's move on and piss me off about something.
Damn. Yeah, the guys shouldn't be. We shouldn't be responsible for that anyway. Like it's You know what I mean? It's a line.
I don't
we
know,
don't
man.
cross.
Like, you don't want to go to a princess party.
No. Straight.
Yeah. With
I
a
mean,
bunch of
you look like you was
toddlers.
about to say, I go.
Yeah, if Baby Babs is involved, I would have gone if I'd have known about it.
Nah, I'm
Yeah, trust me.
I'll take it out.
You
Drop
I'm
off.
an emotional
Running.
personality.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you
Yeah,
are.
see,
You're
yeah.
a softie. That's why.
I am. Her name is Dawn
fast.
Davenport, and we haven't
Hi.
introduced her
What up,
correctly
Babsy?
yet today.
There we go. There we go. I'm back.
We've had so much going on today that we've kind of been disjointed for us, but hopefully the content has been there for you guys. But this is the first time we've done intros today.
Yeah. Because we had Coach Vrabel, we had Will Levis.
It's also Tuesday, and we're at Buffalo Wild Wings, which
That's a little off.
kind of throws us off. So
In
we're
Spring
at Spring
Hill.
Hill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come see us, by the way. It's been nice to even people that just pop in and say hi and have one drink
Yeah.
and leave. It's great to see you.
Yeah, Father Joe is here from the Episcopal Church in Spring Hill, and he said, during the break, he said, I was having a difficult time hearing. I said, well, we just said that we were going to use you to help administer an exorcism of the Titans.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, my. I was like, we got to release those demons. And he was like, a lot of prayer. a lot of prayer. Ron Slay is here. He's in the building.
I'm in the building. What's up, little Oliver? Where's my guy, little Oliver at? Little Oliver.
This kind.
Oliver.
This kind got no room.
Where's little Oliver at?
I think he's on the other side of the dining room.
Eki Bob, get Oliver, man. Hustle, please.
Eki Bob hustle?
Yeah, it's a tough combo.
He's in the Frank Wycheck jersey.
It's like a tough combo right there to forget my. I wanted my guy to come up here and help me. I forgot.
Who is Oliver?
Oliver is take a wild guess, 8-year-old.
Why are you just going to guess it? You could have said a kid.
I could have said a kid.
Yeah, and then like all ages are, because he's going to get offended if he's like 10.
Yeah, but he came up, high-fived me and said, I'm in the building. I said, man, when you come up, I'm coming to get you. Where the hell is Oliver at?
Oh, my gosh, Slay.
Hey, man. No, what's Bob doing?
What's Bob doing?
Bob, what Oliver? You talking to the waitress.
Oh, you mean the guy that don't have
Oliver.
game is talking to women?
Man, Oliver.
Oh, okay.
Slay,
Yeah.
that they're servers now.
Oh, yeah, server.
Of course, Eki Bob's talking to the female.
What's up,
Are you
Oliver?
kidding
Remember,
me?
he doesn't have game.
Get my guy in here, man.
Oh,
Why
there's
don't you just walk over to Oliver?
I know, like my mic don't go that far.
Oh.
It might.
All right,
there
here we
he
go.
is.
Look at my guy, Oliver, first of all.
Oh, he's got the white check jersey
I'm
on.
telling
You're right.
you, man. Tell the people how old you are, Oliver. How old are you?
I'm 8.
Boom!
Oh, you were right.
Look at him strutting.
I'm cold, boy.
He's like John Travolta and Staying Alive.
I'm telling you, Uncle Slate love the kids, man. I know the kids' ages, man.
I think he's got a brother right behind you.
Yeah, that's the little dog. That's a big dog, but the little dog. Now, what's your name?
Peyton.
See what I'm saying? You know, that's all Vol.
Oliver
you know
and
what I mean?
Peyton.
Yeah. Oliver, you want to tell the people something?
I'm in the building.
There he is. Yo.
Attaboy,
Yo,
Oliver.
Oliver, we ain't out here playing, man.
Hey, thanks Peyton for coming down here. Thanks Oliver
Way to
for
hold
coming
him down,
here.
Peyton, man.
Good job.
Good job.
Told y'all my boy was in the building. Bob, we was saying get Oliver, man. You got to know who Oliver is. 8-year-old. Ain't too many 8-year-olds running around, dog.
At the bar.
Yeah, at the bar. The 8-year-old at the bar.
Come on,
Yeah.
Bob. You should just be reading minds. Let's go.
I mean, Dawn's toddler runs around the bar like she owns the place, but
I would throw
Oh, she
something.
also cheers with
That's my girl.
Uncle Slay's
She so did.
toast.
She cheers 2 hands, too.
she
last
held
week.
her sippy cup in during the toast last week.
Yeah.
It's like Simba.
Held it up.
Two straight shows. So
All right.
she gets it.
So, Jim Mora coaches UConn football, which I didn't know until Tennessee played UConn.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like,
It's a weird
he's come
thing,
a long
isn't
way
it?
from NFL coach to UCLA to UConn, and they are 2-9. And so he said this.
And they've been bad for a really long time.
UConn head coach Jim Mora on his 2-9 record and lack of NIL support. Quote, if you're not going to help us get the players to beat them, then you are not entitled to bitch. We're a better football team with a worse record, and that's extremely frustrating, because you see where the world is going. So if we're going to play those teams and people want us to beat Duke, North Carolina State, Syracuse, and Maryland, and Wake Forest next year, then there needs to be a commitment monetarily to help help us get the players that can beat them. Because if you're not going to help us get the players to beat them, then you are not entitled to bitch when we don't beat them.
Dang, boy.
Wow.
That's an NFL coach right there, boy. He like
How about that?
Yeah, see, that's a guy comfortable with losing his job.
Right, exactly. Because, like, my thought is, if I'm a
out of here.
UConn booster, I'm like, dude, I ain't giving you money.
it.
I'm going to wait till you're gone.
Yeah, check me on out of here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Let me go say what I got to say. Y'all do what y'all got to do. If it works, it works. If it
You
don't,
are
I'm
not
out.
entitled to bitch.
Like, what?
That's
man,
a guy that
who you
doesn't
talking
care
to?
about
That's-
losing his
Also,
job.
there is a First Amendment, right? Like,
Yeah.
freedom of speech.
Very true. Very true. But darn. I mean, some kind of filter on the speech, though. Like, when you work for
No,
somebody.
I'm telling, like, his fans have a right to say what they want
Oh,
to
yeah.
say.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's part of it.
Okay, but hey, let me ask you this. Would we ever be talking about UConn at all if he didn't say those
No.
things?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's not
In football-
necessarily negative attention,
in
is
football,
Any
no.
attention is good attention.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
They have two
I mean,
prolific
maybe
programs
basketball,
in
right?
basketball.
But
yeah, but it's still like football's an afterthought.
Well,
still
they
don't
were
even-
bad, though.
Oh,
That
really?
was the game where Milton went 80 on the first play, right?
Yeah, it was like dude ain't ran all year. He ain't ran in 2 years, matter of fact. He go 80 on y'all.
Let me let
That
this
let you know,
240-pound quarterback who doesn't want to run go 80 on play one.
You know it's bad. You know it's bad. Dang, Mora. That was strong. That was strong right there, man. That was like
I don't. Am I the only one that doesn't hate it?
no. I love it. No,
Okay.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
No,
though,
I
you
love
got to
it
be
too.
comfortable though.
Listen, sports is entertainment for me. I'm entertained by that. I'm just saying, if I'm a UConn booster, I'm waiting for the next guy to get my money too.
Like it's, yeah. And then that's going to the
Who's
and
the
that messes on
next
the
guy
AD.
going to be, though? That's the problem. That is a hard program to win
some
at
high
right
school
now.
guy up
Yeah,
there in
some
that
guy
area.
you've never heard
Yeah.
of.
Up in that region. Yeah.
Some high school guy in that region.
Yeah, like it's who else wanted it? I ain't signing up for it. Like,
You wouldn't take that job?
I'm straight. No.
gonna sit
Yeah,
here-
if y'all want to party,
I'm gonna sit on here and joke on the radio.
come on. Yeah, this is way.
Do you want to coach college football? Nah, I'm straight.
at UConn? Nah. You gotta go against Gino. You gotta go against what's the Hurley brother? Not Bobby, but
Danny.
Danny. Gotta go against him. Like they done won a national championship. Gino won. Like what you think I'm gonna bring to the table?
The Hurley brother. All right, when we come back, we'll talk point spreads. Allan Bell from Sportsline next. 3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill. 3HL. More next on 104.5 The Zone.
Man, I was just about to put a wing in my mouth, boy, but Hunk is standing right here monitoring me. It's like Awaken 180 sent him down here. But I'm trying to tell him, man, I'm in the maintenance part of my program and my journey, so I don't have to really manage what I'm doing because my body is set, yeah, and everything is going the way it's supposed to. Got on the scale at 300, wasn't satisfied with that, dropped off 45, came back, felt good, looked good, was ready to roll. Inflammation was gone out of my knees and all of that stuff, out of the joints. You need to do the exact same thing. Get you a consultation lined up today. If you do that, this number is 844-346-1800. 844-346-1800. Tell them Big Slay sent you, and you may get a little deal. I'm not saying you will, not saying you won't, but I think it's worth to mention. Go on in there, man, whether you want to lose 20 pounds, 100 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. It don't even matter. Regardless of the amount, Awaken180, weightloss.com is who you want to call. And we're giving away Tennessee tickets versus Vandy next after this segment. I promise you won't be here. This is going on. This is a commercial segment. Somebody don't take my mic. I'll continue to. Okay, I'm out of here. Tennessee Vandy tickets.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Spring Hill. The watch away toast was something else.
We had a real life father in the building.
Yeah, we had a priest here.
Mm-hmm.
Titans going to be fine this weekend.
Yeah, listen, man.
All the demons are gone.
There comes a time where you got to take extreme measures to get extreme rewards.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt we had to do today.
Yeah, got to bring in the priest.
Yeah, we didn't play.
But here's the problem. Like, when you release the demons latch on to something else, like that movie Fallen with Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That could be a scary situation for somebody.
Yeah, the good thing is, we ain't
concerned.
concerned with it. Like, that's on y'all now.
Could be on you.
No, I'm a Titan fan. This off of me.
Oh, Carolina man over here.
You take them.
Just don't challenge the demon. That's all you need to do. Don't challenge the demon.
We got some Browns fans right here, too.
Yeah. She was proud to tell you about her Brown fandom.
They'll be proud to lose once that demon get on them.
You think she likes Doo-Doo Brown? Remember him?
Purdue. We played them today.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Tennessee win, 3-point underdog.
Yes.
Let's ask Allan Bell. Allan Bell from Sportsline joins us now on 3HL. See you, Father Joe. He's had enough of us. AB, what's up, man?
Well, man, what's up, boys? Look, I was going to say, dude, I can sit there and listen to that all day long. Like, that's the best part because I just love listening to this show as well, whether I'm on or not. Great.
I mean, we brought the priest in.
Sometimes you got to do it. Hey,
yeah,
you know what?
Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, when you get done, send him to Knoxville. They might need him, too.
They might need him, too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can he score an offensive touchdown?
Man, he ain't lying, boy.
They've been limited in conference games compared to previous seasons. Slay said they got time to catch up, though. Go for 20 touchdowns this weekend.
They got the perfect opponent.
We'll get to that
I'll
game.
you
messing around with college basketball, AB?
A little bit, yeah. I'll tell you this, man. We wrote this last year, too. We talked about it, each week. Tennessee basketball first half unders are gold, absolute gold, because they just choke you out. They just do not let you shoot at all. And sometimes, Tennessee will get up, and then they'll just say, all right, it's kind of like Michigan football. They're like, all right, you know what, we're up, we're good. I'm just going to, you're not getting anything. And then they'll do it in the second half, too. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I think, man, across the landscape before we get into football, I've been rolling, man, in feast week and getting right, man. I will say, though, man, it may let a couple people down. I did take Syracuse by 13.5 yesterday, though.
Couldn't understand that
one.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to smack them like that. Like, good God, first game in the tournament, you don't shoot well from three-pointer in tournaments right away. Then they were missing free throws. I'm like,
in Maui, right?
In Maui, you know what I'm saying?
But Syracuse came out and hit threes. They hit 5 of their first 6.
Exactly. And the one
Which
thing
was
with
the
Tennessee,
surprising thing. Yeah, you thought it'd be the opposite, right?
And those guys going to the beach. Like that beach and water is not a good that doesn't mesh well with tournaments, I'm telling you.
Isn't that where y'all got in a fight with
George Washington?
Done that.
Yeah, that's what I'm just telling you. I've
with
been there
George
before.
Washington?
I'm just saying.
Over pizza or something?
Just saying. Same gym.
You're like, hey, put the chair down.
Yeah, one person had a table, a fold-up table and a fold-up chair. Was in the air, AB. That's all I know.
Hey, sometimes you got to swing that chair, man. Look, Ric Flair did it. You can do it, too. There you go.
That's right. Heck yeah. Man.
So do you have any opinion on tonight's Tennessee-Purdue game? It's okay if you don't. I'm just curious.
No, I really don't. I mean, again, like, I mean, anything Tennessee defensive, right? Like, unders are a good play. I know we just talked about first half unders, but unders as a whole, because what Tennessee also does is they just crash the boards, too. They could just choke you out with rebounds as well and eat a bunch of clock, man. So that's really what I'm on. I mean, we're so early in the season that it's tough to, like, be super confident, you know what I mean? But you start to see these trends, and it's exactly how Tennessee was last year. It's what they did to Duke, in the tournament. So, I mean, keep riding it, keep playing it until they tell you not to. That's about the best advice I could give.
That's right, Babsy. That's what we did to Duke. Hey, keep an eye on JMU, too. James Madison, I did take them. They up 25-12 over the Salukis.
Don't give me games that you bet that are already going on.
Oh, my bad.
Is there anything James Madison can't do? Like,
dude, they went to Michigan State is on now.
No, they're just dogs, man. They're just dogs.
Yeah. Football, too. Like, it's their year.
Okay, so here's the question. What are we going to do with the Titans this weekend? All right, at home, 3.5 is the spread. All right, 36.5 is the total. Where are we going with this one?
I haven't decided, to be honest with you. I mean, must-win situation, no question. But 3.5, man. If we were looking at 2.5,
yep.
I'm going Tennessee.
I know. See, and that's the most difficult part because, Britt, you just nailed it right there. Like, give Tennessee credit on this. The team is absolutely consistent. They're going to get to roughly 16 to 17 points on average, right? Like, that's what they do. The thing is, Bryce will throw you pick sixes. He'll throw it to you, man. Like, if they could pick him off a couple times, they could really get some points. It's tough, man. I'm with you. That total is low, 36.5. I mean, I get it.
That's real low. Guess what, AB? I may stay away from the total, but, man, I'm taking them to cover the 3.5, and I may even push it up a little bit just because I think being at home. Now, I could be totally wrong, and I've been wrong a lot. But just saying, man, at home, I'm going to load up on them, and I'm going to push that thing all the way up to 4.5, man, because I just think at home, man, they going to play different. Like, you can hear it in their voice. I do think this about the Titans. The players and the coaches are looking for something to light a fire. If they come out and they play good at home, I think not for the season, for this game against a very bad Carolina team, man, I got to take them.
See, you know what, Slay? I'll say this: I completely agree, and that's why jumping to college with Tennessee, hosting Vanderbilt, like the total is 56.5. I think Tennessee is going to play the exact same way as the Titans do. I could see Heupel and this offense saying, look, we're going to score as many points as we can. Let's just get everybody positive again. It's been a tough, go, right? And, 56.5, like, Tennessee can score 45 on their own, right?
Yep.
Like, I kind of like your theory here, man. I think it applies to both teams.
I agree.
I think, and I think Vanderbilt can score some second-half points, too.
Yeah, absolutely. They
can
definitely can. Yeah, I agree with you.
All right, so you like the over in that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you do with Florida and Florida State? With
the
quarterback out?
Yeah, you lose Jordan Travis, right? It's just awful of what they have gone through seeing that, man. It's tough. You've got a spread of 6.5, a total of 50.5. I might take the under in this game. I could see it being physical. I could see Florida wanting to steal a win. Billy Napier definitely needs to grab one where he can if he could.
Bowl eligibility.
Right? Like, I have no idea what to do with Florida State without Travis. Like, he was everything on the team. I know that they can run the football. They can play defense for sure, and that's what they're going to lean on is their defense against Florida. So it's under City for me, man.
What's funny about Florida is early in the season, remember, like, you talk to people around the college football world, and they're like, man, Billy Napier's doing an incredible coaching job with what he's has to work with. And you start thinking, like, before the season, we all thought, okay, 5.5 wins was their over-under total for the season. Yeah. And here they sit at 5. After beating Tennessee and everybody thinking positive things about them, and here we sit right at that Vegas number.
Right there, I know, and especially, I hate to say it, like that Tennessee game, like they put it all together, and you're like, okay, this is what Florida really wants to be. And then it was just spotty. They would do it and then look horrible, and then look really good and look horrible again. Yeah, man, like this game just screams under to me. Now, here's the question, and not to take over hosting the show here.
You got it, AB.
What do we do with Ohio State and Michigan? Because understand, you guys know, Ohio State pretty much were the snitches here. Like, they turned Michigan in. They got all this. Blood is drawn. Man, like, I cannot wait for this game. Like, it was already hatred. Now it's absolute hatred. And it's in Michigan. Man, what do you guys think?
This is going to be a bloodbath. I cannot wait for this football game. I saw an incredible stat about Ohio State. Do you know how many touchdowns they've allowed of more than 20 yards? 20 yards or more this year?
No.
Who, Michigan?
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Who are you
0.
talking about? Yes.
Really?
Wow.
0. Only team in college football to having not allowed a touchdown of 20 yards or more. And Michigan's defense is the defense that we probably should be talking about, but Ohio State has been incredible defensively this year, and we haven't been talking about it. This is going to be an incredible game, I think, and I don't know at this point which way. Where do you have this? 3.5 is the last number I saw for Michigan being favored at home.
Yeah, it's dropped down to 3, so you got Michigan at 3. You got a total of 46.5. Like, I might just go under. Like, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be a fight. I think
Yeah.
nobody – like, and especially I think the good play might be the first half under because nobody's going to want to make the big mistake, right? So, like, they're not going to be afraid to punt at all. You could see a ton of punts in the first half. But, yeah, I'm with you, man. It is going to be just a bloodbath rock fight in that game.
The last time Michigan was favored in this game 5 years ago, and Ohio State won 62-39.
Wow, that's incredible. That's unbelievable.
You got rivalry week happening, and I've been on the train of at some point Hugh Freeze will get a signature win. Now, what happened last week against
He got
New
a
Mexico
signature
State?
loss last
He got a
week.
signature loss.
Yeah.
But a rivalry game in this Iron Bowl, AB, 14.5 points. I know how Alabama looks. I know how they look. But golly, in this rivalry game, 14.5?
Yeah, and especially like in this rivalry throughout, like whenever a team is kind of just, I'm not saying that Auburn's bad, like really bad. What I'm saying is just when there's a large difference between the levels, that's when the upsets happen. Like the craziness happens in this series every single time. So I'm with you. I never want to take a big spread with the favorite. That being said, I mean, Alabama's playing great football. They're gonna, obviously they know that Georgia, is laying ahead. So how much do they, keep their eyes there? And Hugh Freeze is a heck of a coach, man.
Yeah.
Whoever scheduled 8-3 New Mexico State the week before Alabama, come on, that was brutal, man. But I'm with you, dude. Like I don't mess with big spreads like that with a favorite. Not
New Mexico State was like a bad program though before Jerry Kill got there. Bad.
Yeah, they were. And Don, you're right. Like, I mean, that game was scheduled, like, probably 5 years ago. Or
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was just like, look at it, like last Saturday. I was looking at it, and I was like, man, Auburn got no favors in this one. That's a brutal match.
No.
I'll tell you another game that I'm not going to deal with. By the way, Allan Bell from Sportsline with us, Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Another game I'm not going to deal with, number 11 Oregon State at number 6 Oregon. Oregon by 13.5, right under that key number of 14.
Yeah, and especially Oregon State coming off that loss to Washington.
Yep.
Where they probably should have won. That being said, look, man, like Oregon's got, like they have to win. This is an absolute must win, and not only for the team, but Bo Nix could win a Heisman, which sounds crazy.
Yep.
But he absolutely could. I'm with you. It scares me, but Oregon State is a completely different team away from home.
That's right.
I'll roll over here. I think that they absolutely are going to get it done, especially when it's on Friday night instead of Saturday. It's a little bit different. Like, it gets your attention. You know what I mean? So I'm going to roll Oregon. I like it for this one.
Talking about getting your attention, you talk about the Heisman race. A&M just fired their coach. LSU, last game in Tiger Stadium, man, do 11.5 point spread. Does Brian Kelly let the dogs loose and grab the attention of the Heisman voters and let Jaden Daniels go crazy after an 8-touchdown game, or do they, get all the seniors in and do the, the political thing if they get up 20?
Brian Kelly does not care about getting anybody in. This man, he's going to be focused on this game. Look, I think it's a great time to play LSU now. Whenever a coach gets fired, you look at the locker room, it's either going to be one extreme or the other. The players are happy that the guy's gone, or they're upset. We saw Michigan State when that big surprise and all that came out. I mean, it just killed that locker room completely. I don't know if it's going to have that effect on the Texas A&M players, but what it will do is that you're going to have players looking at the transfer portal because they don't know what's going to happen.
Sure.
They're going to cover their bases here. So, yeah, I think it's a great time to play LSU because the only thing that LSU could do to help themselves is win and with style points, right? You're ranked, you're sitting good. Go out and just beat the hell out of somebody and might get yourself just one notch of a bowl higher, which generally gets coaches paid too. Yeah, they've got a lot of incentive to do it.
Real quick on the way out, AB, is there a game or two that you love that we didn't mention?
Man, you look at it, I look at the NFL, man, and I think that this week is going to be really, really strong in terms of finding value here, like Houston at home plus 1.5 against the Jags. Love that play. I think the Jaguars, they're not that great of a team. I think that, you know what, they can play up and then they can play down. And Houston just scores constantly, man. So I think that's my favorite play is the Texans plus 1.5 at home.
All right, there you go. Allan Bell from Sportsline. Check it out. Download the app. Sign up. You'll get A-bets, B-bets, C-bets. They simulate all the games 10,000 times a piece. Thank you, AB. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
All right, when we come back, we're going to give stuff away for the people that are still here at Buffalo Wild Wings. Also, your chance to win Tennessee Vandy tickets. I'm going to do that right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
But also, the head coach talked with the media. So did the quarterback. What did they have to say? We're going to tell you when we come back some of the finer points from that deal. It is Tennessee Ticket Tuesday. Be caller number 5 now to win Tennessee Vanderbilt tickets. See your Vols or your Commodores at Neyland Stadium this Saturday. 615-737-1045. Caller number 5 wins Tennessee Vandy tickets.
Let's talk about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Based on a 2022 survey of leading window brands among homeowners rated Pella as the leading window brand here in Nashville. Number 1 for highest quality and craftsmanship. Number 1 for innovation. Number 1 by Nashville homeowners as the most trusted window brand. Also rated number 1 as a premium window brand, as the window brand that stands behind their products, and for highest quality. And I'm not even done. I could seriously continue on and on that list, but I won't. I'll spare you. Just know that they're number 1. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They got a number 1 deal going on for you right now, too. No money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months, and 50% off qualifying installations. Oh, yeah. Schedule your free consultation. Check out that limited time special and go visit them at pellanashville.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. Coming up tomorrow, Coach Mack. We got to get into the Titans with him. Also, Todd Furman. We'll go through all these point spreads. Try to get you as much information about these games coming up in rivalry week as possible, even if you're not a sports gambler. I always say this about Furman. You're going to enjoy that segment. Make sure you tune in if you're going to be watching football because you will be very well educated after he breaks down these games. Just from a non-sports gambling perspective, but certainly from that perspective as well. Tennessee running back Jalen Wright averaging 7.4 yards per carry, which is tops among running backs in FBS. It would be the highest yards per carry average in college football since 2020.
Quite a bit.
Might go up this weekend a little bit?
2.
I mean, you think he's going to average more than 7.4 yards per carry Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Probably 9 carries on 160 yards.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's funny when he just throws these out here and then they become true.
Yeah,
this happens. Like it's a real thing.
There's going to be 160 right here. 3 touchdowns.
What was the other one you said? That Derrick Henry was going to go for 120 and a touchdown.
Yep.
He went for 122 and a touchdown.
Yep. And I said, 22 carries, 20 carries, something like that. Yep.
That was in that Chargers game, I think.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
I don't miss off New York. I'm out here wild, but.
And then while I'm on this page, I mentioned this yesterday. Tennessee offensive touchdowns under Josh Heupel in conference games. 2021, 36 touchdowns in conference games. 2022, 45 offensive touchdowns in conference games last year. This year, 16.
Hey.
He's got 1 game left, though.
And you can get it.
He needs 20.
He can get about 12.
To tie the last place.
Get 12 and then 8 in the bowl game. You right there.
20 touchdowns in 2 games?
Yeah. Jalen Daniels just did it.
Do you anticipate seeing Nico this weekend?
Yeah, I do.
100,000% you better.
I'd start him.
I mean, as long as the score allows you.
Senior day. It's senior day.
Come on out here, Joe. Get your jersey, man. And as a matter of fact, just go back to the locker room.
Hey, man, just put on some cargo pants or something.
We appreciate
out
you.
here.
We appreciate you.
No.
I think we showing you through
He'll
NIL.
start, but I think it'll be a quick hook.
Yeah, it should be. Like it's
get a 2-touchdown lead or something like that and then go.
Yep. Especially
what's funny to me is like everybody's making a big deal about, well, Nico can play now because that'll only be 4 and they can still redshirt him. Dude, they don't care about redshirting that guy.
Yeah.
Well, the reason they're saying that is because didn't Heupel say that after the game?
Yeah, but that's
his father. I think him and his father talked or something like that. And
y'all buy that?
I think no, I don't. I think it's more so for injury, in case of an injury. That's my only.
Right. Okay.
Only
but
thing.
okay.
Only
I get
thing.
that. But I immediately started thinking, do y'all really think that Nico's going to be here 5 years from now?
2 years.
Right. So
2 more years. Well, it's after junior year, right?
Shoot, it depends. You guys just acting like he's going to be the thing?
No.
I'm with you.
Hang
Yeah,
on. I'm glad
okay.
you asked that. No, he will either be the thing and go pro early, or he'll transfer. Because if it's not working, they'll move past him and he'll transfer.
That's crazy world we live in now.
Yeah, right.
That's right too.
Because listen, Heupel ain't gonna quit
No.
recruiting big time quarterbacks.
No.
We met the kid at the On 3 event.
Yep.
That's committed now
Yep.
in between a 4 and 5 star, depending on where you look.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you got all these transfers.
You can grab somebody now. That's the least of your worries
Dude,
nowadays.
How exciting are y'all? How excited are y'all about 11 days from now, where the transfer portal opens?
That's
like
nuts.
freaking
That's
Christmas
gonna
for
be
college
nuts.
football.
That's gonna be nuts. That's gonna be nuts. It's so difficult.
You hate
to
it?
keep
I
up
love
with
it.
but I love it once they get there. I hate the process.
I
of
hate the
attention.
process of it. I hate the trying to figure out what year somebody is,
Yep.
where they came from, where they
And then
end
you
up.
still got the little COVID year still back on the back end.
I know.
think
Last
this is
year.
our last year.
Last year. Good
Yeah.
gracious.
Is this the last year?
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
Amari Thomas was saying I might come back.
Might use this COVID year. Yep. This the last class.
Yeah.
Last class they get to use it.
Look at Babs is watching Auburn highlights.
What is that? Is that the kick six, Babs?
That's the kick six.
I told. I said it.
I thought they meant from this week. I was like, it's like one.
I'm
It's like a
hell
10-second
no.
video.
No, that's
Hell
bad.
no, I didn't watch anything from that.
They had as many total yards as they gave up rush yards to New Mexico State. Same number, 231.
The positive of this is that means there's only one more game with Peyton Thorne as the quarterback. That's
Thank
good.
goodness, because he is garbage.
I just want everybody to know I'm taking.
I'm sorry, my Auburn fandom just
she's
came
not
out.
wrong.
I'm sorry.
She took off her ESPN sideline reporter hat.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
just did.
That's from being down in Tuscaloosa for a weekend.
Sorry.
She's-
Right there. That's the one I've been waiting
That
on.
was my fandom just came out. Sorry.
I'm taking
Sorry.
Auburn plus 14
You know,
and a half, though.
I think he might be a good quarterback for maybe a different program.
Like Bo Nix.
May win the Heisman.
Bo Nix loving win.
Like the XFL.
I have never wanted to lay you out on the floor more than I do right now after that comment.
I love you,
And
Babsy.
the worst part
I love
is that I'm a Heisman voter.
Yeah.
And so now I might have to vote for the kid.
Yeah, boy. Ooh-wee.
6 touchdown passes in the first half last week.
Is that a Heisman moment?
That's a record for Oregon.
You gotta go. You gotta hope Jaden Daniels do something. You gotta hope he go for 8
Damn
more
you,
touchdowns.
Brian Harsin.
Yeah.
Can I just say that?
Yep, he did it.
Jerk.
All right, real quick, and then we'll get to our winners, Joe Hunk. The notable things that came out of the media availability with Coach Vrabel, I think we can all agree that they're going to start their 8th different offensive line combination in 11 games this weekend. He
tough.
said Radens, who was playing left tackle against Jacksonville, is moving to right tackle this week in practice, and that Jalen Duncan, who played right tackle in Hubbard's stead, is moving to the left side as a rookie with Dillard available to practice coming off concussion protocols. Duncan and Dillard on the left side, Radens on the right side. Will Levis said today.
Wait, he also said, but that could change.
Could change. He's always going to leave it open-ended. Will Levis said, not just guessing out there anymore, reading coverages. That's
Figuring
good.
it out.
Got to be more decisive, more clear, and make quicker decisions. Joe Hunk is in the crowd managing Zone TV, which you can always watch YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
You can also download the app in case you're out of town and want to stay connected to Nashville through the Zone.
Through it all.
Yeah, and you can also subscribe to the 3HL podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all podcasting platforms. There, I hit them all. Did you see that?
Good job, Yor.
How about that? All right, Hunk, what do you got?
I got a headache from talking to Eki. I also have a winner.
Listen, it's an advancement that Eki is there to greet the winner.
Yeah, right?
He literally just said, how does a team give up 9 or sack a team 9 times and lose?
Good question, Bob.
All right, that's a random
Our
question.
winner for the Colts and Titans tickets is Ronnie Ballantyne.
That's a hell of a name.
Boy.
I would be on fire on Valentine's Day. I know.
Ballantyne.
I know.
What do you
said.
mean? You'd be on fire. Did you have like a bow and arrow?
Valentine.
I'm the Valentine on Valentine. Like, who else would you want to be with?
But how would you be on fire? Would you have like a bow and arrow and like wear
here
a
we
diaper?
go.
I have a lot of
What?
Yeah, he's Cupid.
Like you,
Cupid.
a lot of people with me. Valentine. I'm the Valentine man.
I'm about to have to check your glass, Mayor.
Water.
That comment.
Can
That
Joseph
is
just
water.
please start the music, please?
I would have a party.
We can leave.
What's coming up
Valentine
next?
party.
What's next?
That would be Mac Talk, followed by Tennessee and Purdue.
All right, Tennessee, Purdue going at it.
Yeah.
You'll
I just saw
join-
him getting off the bus. It's time to go down, baby.
Do they look good getting off the bus?
They do, man. I'm gonna be real. The orange striped pants from the Bernie era.
Yeah,
I love those.
You pointed that on my screen. That was on Twitter.
was such a
You
cool
like that.
picture,
All right, appreciate all the fine people in Spring Hill, Tennessee, especially Father Joe. Feeling better about the week.
Yeah, without question.
Yeah. And Buffalo Wild Wings at Miller Lite. Back at it tomorrow. Obviously, listen to the Zone all day for all of your latest Titans information.
Rip off the knob.
Turn it up and rip the knob off.
Close.
Whatever. That sounded better.
Good night. God bless, Betsy.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you.
No 3HL after party, but still brought to you by Waken 180.